Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
Welcome into a very special edition, a playoff edition of the Springdale Athletic Foundation television pregame show. And with me, as always, is head coach Brett Hobbs. And coach, it's always fun to say the word playoffs.
Yeah.
After a grueling 10-game season, Springdale's going to head out as the 5 seed out of the West, going to head down to Cabot. But let's talk about just sort of playoffs and what it means to these kids. It's a big deal to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it is, and especially, last year we were fortunate enough to make the playoffs, but the previous years before that, we kind of struggled and didn't make the playoffs. So I know that this was a big goal for a lot of our players, especially seniors, to get back to the playoffs. But this year, not only get to the playoffs, but to compete and win a game or two in the playoffs.
The game that got you in, there was a win over Northside last week, and kind of a sluggish start, but boy, a big finish in the second half.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about at halftime. It just kind of felt almost like a practice game in the first half. It was just kind of, there wasn't much emotion, intensity, things like that. Northside got the advantage right before halftime, and I was a little concerned because I saw them running off at half, and they were excited. They were hooping and hollering. So I knew that we were going to have to get our guys going that second half, and they did. They came out, defense got a big stop that first possession, which kind of set the tone, and then offense scored on the first play of their offensive drive, and kind of never looked back from there.
Guys that sort of controlled the line of scrimmage for you were on the defensive side this week.
Yeah.
Big Junior, we call his name a lot, Ian Lolan, Whitten Cabot, Jay Glenn, all of these guys contributed to a win. It really controlled the line of scrimmage, took care of Northside's running game.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of get that from Junior week in and week out. He's kind of our bell cow up front that's going to get good penetration and things like that. But I was really excited about being Lolan. I thought that he had his best game of the year. He really showed up. And a lot of times at nose guard, when you're getting double teamed and things like that, you don't really show up on the stat sheet. But he had a really great game, and it's good to see him progressing throughout the year. But everybody on the D-line, Whitten Cabot, he's a little bit undersized, but plays with a lot of heart, and is quick and made some plays as well. So I was just very pleased with all the defensive line up front.
You talk about guys that showed up. Old number 12, Marquise Cabot,
Yep,
showed up big,
did.
forced fumble, had the interception that kind of got you guys going a little bit. That's a guy you've moved around quite a bit. He's kind of a jack of all trades, can do a little bit of everything for you.
He is. He's kind of been our hybrid player, and he has been for the last couple years. This year we've asked him to play multiple positions. He's on pretty much all special teams as well, so he's on the field a lot, and he really had a great game. He was our defensive MVP from this past week, and he also had that really big hit against the receiver. So it was good to see him and get him some recognition this year. Especially his final game at home, and I was just pleased and happy with those guys.
On the offensive side of the ball, the stars showed up. We don't talk a lot about Wilder Louise because he's a quiet guy, but 58-yard run on the first play of the second half. That's a guy that's approaching 1,000 yards this year. He's kind of your everything on offense, but Ransell, he carried the ball almost 20 times Friday night. These are guys, man, we call them thunder and lightning, but they're really kind of thunder and thunder.
You're exactly right. And they're both big physical backs that can do multiple things, and you know, they block well for each other, you know, on the perimeter and things like that. But you know, Coach Hahn and our offense, they do such a good job as far as mixing up and distributing the ball to many people, so the defense really can't key in on one specific person. So hopefully we'll be able to continue that, and hopefully those guys will have another big night on Friday.
You talk about blocking, and I've got him with 11, but Orion Lantu has 11 pancake blocks. He had one on Carson's long run. He had one on Wilder's long run. You know, in addition to being 6'6" and can go up and get the football, I mean, he's really key to your running game, especially at that second level.
He really is, and you know, he's got to be an unselfish football player, because he probably makes one, maybe two catches a game. So he's not getting the ball very often, and he's going to have to block on every single play, and he takes a lot of pride in that. He does a good job, especially downfield, and how big and physical he is. So he's very unselfish, and we appreciate him, and he's only going to continue to get better, and we've got to find ways to get him the ball, especially whenever there's mismatches out there.
Talk to me about Carson Hader. I mean, we see the obvious, the running, the throwing, all of that kind of stuff, but line of scrimmage, he's in total control of this offense. This was a guy that you inserted at halftime of game 1.
Yeah, he's the one he's the most familiar with our offense. He knows the offense in and out. He has played multiple positions, so you know, he played, you know, running back, receiver last year, but also was our backup quarterback, had to play, you know, multiple games at quarterback. So he has a really good understanding of what we're trying to do, and he's just kind of an extension of Coach Hahn and the offensive coaches out there on the field. So not only does he does so many things with the ball, but just getting everybody lined up and, you know, communicating and getting us out of plays if he needs to.
He's an incredible athlete.
Yes, he is.
Heading to Harding next year, and Harding's certainly going to get a good one. We're going to talk about the game coming up. We're going to break down the Cabot Panthers. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I am the March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner of Summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school.
You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Continuing our conversation with head coach Brett Hobbs. And Coach, we see a familiar opponent in the first round of the playoffs. It's kind of rare you get that rematch in a game last year that Springdale outplayed Cabot in that ball game, and Cabot was able to come away with the win. But now the roles are flipped, the fields are flipped. We're going to head down there and give me some first impressions of the Cabot Panthers.
You know, Cabot is always going to be, they've got a great tradition. Coach Scott Reed does a great job. And Cabot is always going to be a physical team. They're going to be big, physical. And so we're going to have to be able to match that. You know, they started off a little bit slow this year, but they have slowly progressed. And you know, they're on a 3-game winning streak right now. So that gives them some momentum going into playoffs. And also having a home game for them, which we're going to have to travel and do a good job as far as being focused and knowing that it's a business trip. So we've got our work cut out for us, but we're excited about the opportunity.
Talk to me about the travel, because it is different when you go to Central Arkansas. It's not like, you know, getting on the bus and going to Bentonville or Bentonville West. It's a legit bus trip. It's a couple hours down there. The effect on that, how much it does, how much preparation goes into that?
There's a lot, really, and I think that you have to communicate with your players all week long to try and get them mentally ready and focused on, hey, we're going to be on a long bus trip, and we're going to have to stop, you know, in Conway and have our pregame meal. You know, we're going to get to the stadium, and once you get to the stadium, then it kind of gets into your normal routine. But it is different, so you got to have that mindset of understanding that, hey, we're here to play a football game, and we've got some, a long trip and everything, but, there's no excuses. We got to be ready to go.
It's playoff time, and as you said, you got to be ready to go. Let's talk about them offensively, because it used to be under Coach Malum, it was the dead T, and you knew it was coming. It was a question of whether or not you could stop it. They again with Coach Reed, it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing we saw last year. They're just very good at what they do.
They do, and they're going to give multiple looks. I know Coach Chick and the defensive staff have really been game planning really hard. As far as getting their different formations and personnel groupings and things like that. So we're going to get a bunch of different looks, but they're still going to try and do the same things as far as, running the football, running power and counter. They've got a really good running back that's very physical. Their quarterback is back from last year, who is very efficient, threw for almost 1,600 yards, I think, last year, and had a good game against us. And then they've got some skill guys. Their skill guys aren't probably as big and as fast as we've seen this year, but still can present some problems with us. So we've got to be able to first be able to stop the run, but also be ready in the back end for the pass.
Yeah, you talked about Mason McCrory, the quarterback from Cabot, threw for 344 last year. A lot of pressure this week on DJ, Jacoby, Rax, and that back four. A lot of pressure on those guys this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with having DJ and Jacoby, we feel really good about that. We've had some difficulties this year as far as being able to match up with those slot receivers and everything. So our outside linebackers are going to have to do a good job as far as being able to get down in there versus the run, but also helping out the safeties, as far as rerouting receivers and trying to be underneath them as well.
With the way that you run your offense, you see a lot of different looks, and they've had some injuries on the defensive side of football. What do you expect from them defensively?
Yeah, I think that we're going to get multiple looks. Last year, we looked at last year's film and everything and what they try to do and some of the things that we weren't prepared for or we weren't expecting and gave us a little bit of trouble. So we're obviously going to be prepared for that and be ready for that. But, they've shown different looks this year versus teams. They've been in an odd front, which 3-man front, or an even front, 4-down front. I think that they're going to be more of a even front against us, but also walking those backers down late and stemming the D-line to where try to confuse our offensive line up front. So we're going to have to do a good job as far as communicating, knowing our job and our responsibilities, and just making some adjustments depending on what they show and what they give us.
Playoff games have their own sort of story. It's not the regular season. You kind of get into the grind of the regular season. Postseason games are different. It's one and done. When you get those guys together after that final warm up, what are you going to be talking about?
And it started yesterday as far as, hey, this is a one-game season. Everybody's 0-0 right now, and who's going to be able to execute and get hot at the right time? And that's what's so much fun about the playoffs, and you're going to a new stadium, you're playing new teams and things like that. But once we get done with the warm-ups and everything, hopefully we know that, hey, it doesn't matter who's on the other side. They're playing the Springdale Bulldogs, and we want to make sure that they know by the end of the night that they played the Springdale Bulldogs and it was a physical game.
I'm ready to go play right now.
All right.
Kickoff's coming up. We'll have Coach Johnson and myself. We'll bring it to you live. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arns coming live from Cabot, Arkansas. Cabot High School in the first round of these AAA's for 7A playoffs, and alongside Coach Robert Johnson. And Coach, coming into this game, this is going to be the fifth meeting between these teams all time. Cabot 3-1. Springdale's only win was in the second round of the playoffs in 1999. Very rare that we get a rematch, and we're seeing a lot of that here in the first round. PA is going to play Fayetteville this year. This game last year, a classic, 33-32. Yeah. Cabot wins the football game. And, it's playoff time. It's win or go home.
That's right. And anything, it's like a new season, 0-0 right here. And you got a four seed playing a 5 seed, so pretty evenly matched teams. Cabot's coming off getting better and better each week, and so we've kind of plateaued a little bit, and we just hope our team comes out ready to play. And I think if we'll do that, run the offense we need to run, keep the ball, and just sustain drives, I think we're going to be fine tonight.
Captains for tonight for the Dogs: Shem Paul, number 44; Raxon Resham, number 4; Carson Hayter, number 9; and senior Easton Hahn. All seniors across the board, guys have played a lot of experience. And this is the roles reversed, exactly. From last year where we were the 4 seed, Cabot was the 5 seed, and Cabot came in and wins a very close game. And now Springdale's got a chance to return that favor.
Exactly. And last year it came down to the last play.
It really did.
With an interference call there toward the end, kind of a call that could have gone either way, and unfortunately it didn't go our way. So this is a team that a group of juniors that were there last year that vividly saw that and really want to come back and kind of reverse the roles this year.
We mentioned that the captains are at midfield, just waiting. You see the referee there, and we're getting ready for the coin toss. I think if Springdale's going to get the football first, I was talking with Coach Hobbs earlier this week. He thinks they got a pretty good beat on what Cabot's going to try and do. And I asked him during the pregame show, I'm like, okay, you see, all of these teams have different ideas on how they can shut down this offense. How do you prepare for that? And he basically said, you prepare for all of them.
That's right.
Cabot's won the toss. We'll see what they want to do. And we wait their decision. They're going to defer, so Springdale's going to get the football first. That means Carson Hayter in this offense, which came to life last week in the second half against Northside. Kind of sluggish in the first half, but really came to life in the second half. Put up big runs first play of the second half, a 58-yard touchdown run by Wilder Larice. I think Wilder's going to be the key to the ballgame. He's going to have to carry the ball a bunch. Ransell had a season high, a season high in carries, 18, not just for him, but for everybody on the football team.
Right.
You're going to see a lot of Ransell. You're going to see a lot of Wilder. I think Springdale wants to slow this thing down. These are teams that have kind of mirrored each other. Cabot lost their first 4 games. They've won 4 of their last 6. Now, the competition's been dialed down.
Right.
But they've won 4 of their last 6. Springdale got back on the winning track after the rough stretch of Rogers, Fayetteville, and Bentonville.
Yeah, like I said, the competition was kind of reversed for them, and then for us, we kind of hit the gauntlet a little bit later than they did. So, like I said, the teams are pretty evenly matched. It's going to come down to which team tonight comes out and plays, the way they're supposed to. Like you said, I think we need to make sure Cabot plays football like we want it to play.
Springdale comes onto the field. I mentioned this is the 5th meeting all time. Cabot's won 3 of them. Including last year's game. We met them in the playoffs. Never played them in the regular season. We played them in the playoffs 4 times now, 5. And this is just going to be one of those things. Springdale's going to have to. They're going to have to sustain drives. They're going to have to convert on 3rd down, which has been an issue on the season. And you're going to have to convert some 4th downs because Cabot's not going to give you a whole lot.
Exactly. And you mentioned too, defensively, we've got to get off the field. We can't get those 3rd and longs and give those up. And 3 and outs, we've got to get those. And if the quarterback pressures, he does a good job extending plays, and we can't allow that to happen totonight.
Key for Cabot tonight is their middle linebacker, Joseph Rammel. He's a guy that came in early in the season after an injury. He's played pretty well. He's a little bit undersized for a middle linebacker at 5'8", 185. I think Springdale would like to get those offensive linemen on him and see if they can bully him a little bit.
Yeah, I think it just boils down to us being able to get to that second level. They've got some guys up front that are pretty good size, kind of where we're at. We've got a young offensive line. They're going to probably show some things up front to try to offset some of that young line. And, like I said, we've seen it all, and we've played against it all. There's probably not a defensive front that we haven't looked at, and Coach, I can promise you, Coach Hahn's seen them all.
Coach Hobbs was telling me when we were doing the coaches show earlier in the week that he expects to see almost a 6-1 sort of look, with
especially when they go down to the flex bone.
Exactly, he expects them to stay in that 6-1 and just see if they can muscle Springdale a little bit. We're watching some highlights from last week against Northside. You see Easton there. The Springdale's defense played great last week.
Right.
When the offense was kind of stalling, the defense really played well. You see the run here by Carson.
You can see here, too, how they line up as well, getting ready to kick off. They're going to do that every time, and, you never know. They may break the huddle. They may try to steal a possession, so you have to be ready for everything.
Dean Heyer has it teed up for the Panthers. Back deep for Springdale, the usual trio. Aaron Casanos, DJ Manuel, and Jacoby Mason is the deep back. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. 7A playoffs are underway. This one's going to come near side. DJ is going to field it at the 9. DJ Manuel across the 20, still on his feet, and he's going to be, well, he almost went down. DJ down the sidelines, 35-yard line, and that's a good return there by DJ Manuel. Good return there,
because I thought he was going to go down there, but then he kind of snuck out of there, came through there. Did a really good job getting out to about, the 37?
Yep, DJ averages 17 yards per return. That's going to put him out at the 40, the 35-yard line. They're going to say he stepped
running
out.
The ball, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. 18-yard return for DJ. And now Springdale will get their first offensive possession across the front. It's Kyler Ingram, Angel Cruz, Jay Edmond, Hayden Hull, Sebastian Torres, the running backs, the usual group. Wilder Larice, Ransell Oriana, Carson Hayter's the quarterback. Ryan Leatu is the receiver. So here's the first play of the ball game. Springdale 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Larice in motion. Ransell straight into the middle of that Cabot defense, and he's got room. Inside the 40, still going into Panther territory. Good run on the first play of the ball game.
And first downs are huge. That's first downs big, and they lined up in that 4-3 look. They walked that linebacker up, and it ends up being like a 5-2 look.
There's a good look at it right here. Big hole up the middle. You see the block by Easton Hahn. Springs Rancel. They get down to about the 46-yard line. It's first down Dogs.
Yep, good job there. Just got to get to the second level.
So first and 10 for Springdale at the 46. They're in Panther territory. Carson talking to his troops. They snap the ball. I think they snapped it early.
Yeah,
now
early.
Carson's going to take off and run. Carson Pater close to first
Boy,
down
I tell
yardage.
you what, good thing he got the ball, because I don't think anybody expected it on the snap there. And there was a hole there, just kind of opened up, and he's just athletic enough to get through that hole and got about 8 yards.
Yeah, he did. They'll get down to about the 39-yard line, so they'll call it a 7-yard gain. It's second down and 3 upcoming, and we've talked about this all year. This offense is hard to get used to. You can't replicate it.
Right.
And especially when you have Carson just out there doing Carson things. Second down 3. Here's Rancel, straight ahead, first down yardage. Gets inside the 35-yard line, close to the 30. Springdale just chewing up yards right now.
Well, and it looks
down.
like, too, they've gone to the 6-1 look. Even earlier, the play before, they were in that 6-1. They've seen the 5-2. So I think you're going to just see different looks. You can see when we start the little short motion, you can watch if you'll watch the defensive line, they just shift over a little bit and try to get half a man.
So first and 10 for Springdale. Ball resting just inside the 35-yard line. This drive started back at the 35, and now Springdale trying to get into the red zone. Here's Rancel straight ahead, and he's going to fall forward for about, what do you think, Coach?
4.5,
about 4.5, 5 yards.
Yeah, that's great on first down. If you can get 4+ yards on first down, we'll take that every time.
Clock running here, 10:05 to go on this opening drive, and this couldn't go any better for Springdale. Now you got to punch it in the end zone.
Exactly. You've talked about this. This is what we want. Run at our pace, and I think right now is what we're trying to do, and it's working. And let's, like you said, put it in the end zone.
Second down upcoming for the Dogs. It's Albert Burge in motion, and now we've got flags down.
Yeah. See, they shift. They're shifting on that short motion. They're going to try to shift and move, and that time it costs us a little bit up front. And they're trying to get that on our young guys up front.
Springdale comes in averaging 6 penalties per game, 54 yards in yardage. This one kind of stings a little bit because it's going to make it second down and just about 11.
Yeah, we've talked behind the sticks, and we're about a yard behind that stick. So this is going to be a huge play for us just to get those yards back.
So we'll call it second and 11. Clock running now, 9:43 to go. Carson will break the huddle. He'll have 2 wide receivers. There we go. Orion to the top of the screen. Easton's in a flex position. Albert Burge to the bottom. And they got Wilder for moving again. So back-to-back plays, back-to-back false starts. This is what Springdale has had issues with during the season. It's killed drives.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I was talking about the movement up front for Cabot, and they're having that shift, and they're doing it at times where, it's right before the snap of the football. So we've got to do a much better job being more disciplined. And now you're back behind the sticks pretty good. And we got to get at least half of this back.
Tyler Ingram has taken an earful from Coach Hobbs for his second motion penalty. Lopez is checked in. Jordan Lopez, number 75, at that left tackle spot. So now it's second down and 16 after set up at a 2nd and 4, back-to-back penalties. That puts Springdale behind the sticks. Wilder into the middle of the defensive line. He'll get a couple. It's going to set up third down and long.
Yeah, about 3rd and 11, looks like. And, like I said, you just can't put yourself, penalties, they're drive killers.
Yeah,
and
especially back-to-back.
Opening drives, you can't do that. Opening drive of the second half, you can't do that. These are the most important drives, and we were running along really, really good, and then backed up back-to-back. You just can't do that.
Third down, 12 upcoming. Springdale 35% on the year on third down conversions. It's been an issue.
Yep.
That fourth down gets a little bit more dicey. They've only completed about 34% on fourth down. So Springdale trying to get at least half of it to give them a shot, or give AJ a shot.
I was going to say, AJ's he's in range right now.
They'll empty the backfield. Carson Hayter with a fake, now going to take off and run. He's not going to get much. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down and 10.
Yep. I think I would assume AJ will come out. You got, looks like a slight headwind maybe. They're going to put the ball down at about the 33.
He's back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so it's going to be right at a 50-yarder.
So A.J. Woods coming in. He's 8 out of 12 on the year. 56, of course, the long.
Slight wind maybe in the face, just a little bit.
I was watching him during pregames. He was close from 60, going the opposite direction with the wind at his back. So this one's going to be 50. Give Springdale the lead. Snap's good. Kick is on the way. And it's good. A.J. Woods from 50 yards out gives Springdale the lead 3-0. 7:36 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
Coach, I'd act surprised, but we've seen this before. There's AJ from 50 yards
and
out.
And he had some room.
Yeah, he did. And
man,
he'll give Springdale the quick 3-0 lead on that opening drive, but I feel like you left points on the board.
We did. You know, like I said, we talked about the penalties, and we had just kind of talked about how we were doing what we needed to do. The quick shift got us a little bit back to back, and so we got to just clean that up a little bit.
Back deep for the Panthers is number 4, Jalen Hart, and Aeneas Arnold. We'll talk about him in just a little bit. He had a big game against Springdale last year. So A.J. Woods has it teed up. 7:36 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale with that 3-0 lead. Good opening drive, kind of settled the nerves down a little bit.
You know, like to see the defense come out and do the same thing.
So A.J. gets into it. High end-over-end kick, going to sail into the end zone, and they're going to let him bring it out from the goal line. This is Hart, 35-yard line, with room, out across the 40, and he's going to be run out of bounds. So good special teams for both sides.
Yeah, it was. They're going to take it over at about the 47-yard line. So they got about 10 more.
The quarterback for Cabot is Maddox McCrory. Was 27-39 for 385 and 4 touchdowns in the game last year. New running back is Cooper Powell. He's a guy to keep an eye on. He's kind of a do-everything. He can catch it a little bit. He can run it a little bit. They like the wheel route a lot. And everything that they run predicates off the wheel route in the passing game. This is the first play for Cabot. They're at the 40, we'll call it 47-yard line. This is Powell straight ahead. Not much there. Shem Paul down at the bottom. They're saying the ball's loose. At least Raxon did. Now they're going to say Powell got back on it. So good opening play there. But this is, when I was talking to Coach Hobbs this week, he said, their offensive line's as big as we're going to see.
Yep. They're just big old kids. They're going to play hard. Anytime you play Scott Reed, you're going to see a lot of power, counter, and then that quarterback's pretty elusive when he needs to be. He can extend some plays.
McCrory, the quarterback, first passing attempt. They swing it out to Powell on a screen. He's going to get into Springdale territory close to the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And that's really their passing game.
Yep.
Now what they'll do is they'll show the screen and then pump it, and then they're going to throw it deep.
Yep.
Looking for these 2 wide receivers. Aiden Tatum, who had 4 for 59 last year against Springdale. The guy to keep an eye on is Aeneas Arnold, 6 for 132 and a touchdown last year in this matchup. This is going to be 3rd down. We'll call it 5. McCrory to throw. Lets it fly. He's got Arnold wide open at the 18-yard line. He's going to walk in for a Cabot touchdown.
Got some laundry down here. Looks like where it's at, it's probably going to be a hold.
Yep. We got a flag down at the 44-yard line. Let's see what that's about. You called it. Holding penalty back is going to back that up. It's going to wipe the touchdown off the board, and that's a break for Springdale.
Yeah, you could see the end coming up, and you could see him with his head kind of pushed back, and you could see him grabbing it. And I wasn't sure if they were going to call it, but he did.
That was Winton Cabin with the pressure. So that'll back Cabot up, and now puts them kind of behind the sticks here. But the way they throw the football, I think this is probably 2-down territory for them.
Possibly. Where it's at early in the game, it might not be, but we'll see. Depends on how much they get. You can kind of see here.
I checked that. It was Junior that drew the hold. Should have known that.
Yeah.
So here you go. 3rd down. We'll call it 14. The line to make is the 42 of Springdale. McCrory will throw. McCrory now flush to his right, backing up. Now he's going to take it and throw it out of bounds, and nearly intercepted there by Yandel Sanchez. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 14.
I think they'll punt right here.
Good hold there on the opening drive by Springdale. They're going to send the punter on.
And again, that's, penalties for them too. Got them behind the sticks, and those are just drive killers.
Cannon Moore's back in punt formation. Very rare you're going to see a tight end middle linebacker as your punt returner. He has Springdale's longest punt return of the season at 24 yards. Had that last week against Northside.
His football IQ is just so good.
Off the charts, isn't it?
I mean, you got a guy back there that's a coach on the field.
It's punt safe for Springdale. Moore gets it out of there. Kind of an end-over-end Easton at the 26, not going to get real far, about 7 yards on the return. And now Springdale set up with good field position and another drive here after the hold here by Springdale's defense.
You know, the good thing I like about Easton being back here, he catches that end over end. It doesn't roll 20 more yards.
Absolutely. So Carson Hayter will bring the offense out. We've got 6:29 to go here in the first quarter. That's a very quick drive. They started that drive at 7:36 on the clock, so 1 minute and 5 seconds went off the clock when Cabot had the football. So now Springdale gets it back, brings out that multi-dimensional offense. Some call it the flex bone, some will call it the veer. We're not really sure what to call it. It's just been pretty dang effective. So this is 1st and 10. Wilder Larice is the deep back. And we've got flags down. Another false start against Springdale. That's 3. And these are the kind of things in a playoff game you just simply can't have.
You cannot have that. And at this point, like you said, in the playoffs, we should be pretty disciplined on where we're at. And movement should not affect, even young guys at this point, shouldn't affect that.
I mentioned that Springdale comes in averaging 6 penalties per game. We're already halfway there.
Yeah. You know, again, it puts us behind the sticks right off the bat. You don't want to start with that. And we got to get that cleaned up.
Springdale has started slow in the regular season. Been outscored by 30 points here in the first quarter. So to get those points on the board, get the football back, Springdale off to a really good start here in the first quarter. This is 1st and 15. Carson going to pitch to Wilder on the far side. He's going to step out of bounds. He'll get close to the 5 yards back. And nice little play there. They stood Ransell up. Everybody sold out to stop Ransell up the middle. It's going to be a 4-yard pickup for Wilder. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, you know, you got zone to one side, you got option to the other side. You're just kind of seeing who's taking the pitch, who's taking the quarterback, and these are things I think Coach Hahn wants to be able to see so he can kind of make an adjustment to that.
Set that defensive line because these guys are pretty good. Asher Laws is 94, Grant Zimmerman 95. Those are their inside guys. Their outside guys, Braxton Bailey, Joey Bartlett. These are the guys last year that caused Springdale a lot of problems.
Right.
I mentioned Joseph Rammel, the middle linebacker, smallish, fast, but smallish. I think Springdale really thinks if they can get their guy on him, they can take advantage of that. This is 2nd down. It's Oriana straight ahead. He's going to lose a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yep.
Carson Hayter on the year, 49% completion, 704 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Not really what Springdale does, but with that 6'6" wide receiver Orion Leatu, you certainly can take a shot here if you want to.
Yeah, I think you're going to probably see some kind of, it might be a play action, or it may just go straight, little sprint out here, or some type of boot.
So 3rd down and 12, clock running here, 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Springdale will spread it out. They tried the quarterback draw the last time. That didn't work, and now Springdale facing another 3rd down and 12. Carson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to fire. Pass complete. Albert Burge, 41-yard line. And he's going to be short of the 1st down by
it's going to be about
2
a yard,
yards.
yard and a half.
And it looks like I thought he dropped it the way everybody reacted, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 2, and no sign of the punt team coming on. So Springdale's going to roll the dice here. They're going to leave the offense on the field.
I think what you might see is maybe a play to the first, try to draw them off, see if we can get them to jump, and I don't know if Carson will go under center or not here.
First big call of the game for Coach Hobbs, and they're going to go down into that flex bone. You can see Cabot reacting. 4th down and 2. Here's Carson on the load option. He's got room. Carson Hayter into Panther territory. Still going down the sidelines. Carson Hayter, touchdown. Springdale, 58 yards.
Wow.
Carson Hayter.
Did you see the burst when he got through that second? Once he passed the first level, he put it in another gear I don't know that I've seen all year.
Here's a look at it, and you talk about this burst right here.
Right
he
there.
hits the gas, and
look at him just go away.
Carson Hayter, the Harding commit.
Wow.
He's going to be great in Searcy, but tonight he's been great in Cabot so far.
We like him great tonight.
Springdale takes a 9-0 lead with 4:47 to go. A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So with 4:47 to go here in the first quarter, Springdale leads by 10. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Carson Hayter goes in from 58 yards out. Here's a look at it. Coach, we know he's fast, but bang.
He just pulls away. You can see right there, and there's 3 Cabot guys trying to get a hold of him and can't even get close.
So AJ's got it teed up. 10-0 Springdale, 4:47 to go here in the third quarter, in the first quarter. And long way to go in the ballgame, but you like the start.
Yeah, very good start. A lot of time left to gain, but you just got to do things right.
AJ bangs that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, and now the Springdale defense got Cabot backed up, and you caught a break on the holding penalty, took advantage of it, get it back to your offense, and Carson does the rest, and can't complain.
No, right now, defensively, they'll get that bust hopefully corrected there on the first touchdown there that they hit the receiver on, so maybe they'll get that corrected, and if they will, we'll do a good job defensively right here.
Shout out to Dr. Cleveland, who's tuning in. Glad to have you along, Dr. Cleveland.
Thank you, Dr. Cleveland.
We'll bring this one home for you. 1st and 10 for Cabot. McCrory's going to throw. Deep drop. Just throws this one down into the middle of the field, and dangerous throw there, looking for Bentley Harrell. Springdale had 3 guys around it.
Yeah, when he first released it, it's kind of hard to kind of see where the ball was. I kind of lost it in flight for a second, but
well, you mentioned in the pregame that this place is dark. I mean, the field is dark.
Even on the field, yeah.
I mean, we're looking through tinted windows, which that's a whole story for another day. But it's dark. You're second down. This is Powell. He's going to get out close to the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. And you like the way the Springdale defense is playing so far.
Yeah, so far so good. They're at the point of attack. They're getting where they need to be. They're reading their keys, and they're triggering. As soon as they read that key, that trigger hits, and they're there. So that's a good thing. This is a big play right here, 3rd down. We talked about that before the game.
3rd down and 5. It's a 3 wide receiver set. McCrory will throw again. Springdale shows blitz. McCrory pass complete, 30-yard line, 1st down. That's Aeneas Arnold. He's going to be dragged down just past the 30. He's got enough. Yandel Sanchez with the stop, but they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, you talked about him. That's the guy we got to kind of watch for, and there's another one right there.
Let me ask you this, and this is just something I'm noticing as we're going here. McCrory, when he takes the snap in the shotgun, takes about 4 yards backwards. It's an excessively deep drop.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit more depth. I don't know if that maybe for him to be a little bit more elusive in the back there if he gets pressure.
1st and 10. This is Powell straight ahead. 35-yard line, still going 40-yard line. He's going to be up close to 1st down yardage past the 40. That's a good, strong run there by Cooper Powell.
And you mentioned that early, how strong he was at running back, and he proved that right there.
Yeah, they list him at 5'9", 194. He looks bigger than that.
Yeah, he does. We got to do a good job wrapping up and making sure we secure those tackles.
So this will be 2nd down. We'll call it 2. McCrory in the shotgun. He'll hand to Powell straight ahead. Springdale's got that one stopped up. He may fall forward close to the 1st down yardage. He may have gotten 1.5 yards out of that. Now they're going to move the sticks, so it's going to be another Cabot 1st down. Cabot likes to throw it around. I don't think they want to get into this, we're doing 10-minute drive type things.
That would definitely favor us.
Clock coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They've got the football at the 43-yard line. McCrory rolls to his left. He'll fire pass. Tipped away there. Guess who got his hands on it? Marquise Coben again. He's been around the football in the last couple of weeks.
And I think if he gets his hands completely on it, he may take that to the
pick 6.
They're playing our fight song on that one.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Marquise had a big interception last week. Kind of got things going for Springdale against Northside.
Right.
Also had a big fumble, forced fumble on a 4th down play that kind of blew that up. So
he's developed into a really good player.
2nd down and 10. Powell, the running back, alongside Maddox McCrory. Screen set up. They've got it to Aeneas Arnold. And Springdale defenses that one really well.
They sure did.
Jacoby Mason out there making the stop with Raxon. And now you got 3rd down and 9, and I think Springdale feels pretty good about the way this defense is playing.
Yep. But again, this has kind of been the Achilles heel for us with defense. Third down, so it's 3rd and long right here, 3rd and 8.5. So got to do a good job getting them off the field.
53% stop rate on 3rd downs in the regular season for Springdale. McCrory to throw. Pass caught by Aeneas Arnold, and he's going to walk into the end zone. A touchdown pass of 56 yards from McCrory to Aeneas Arnold. DJ took a swing at it, just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, was that Jacoby?
It was Jacoby who took the swing at it, just couldn't get there. And Aeneas Arnold, again, last year, He had a big game against Springdale, 6 for 132. He caught the first touchdown that got called back, and now he gets the home run with the 56-yard touchdown. So Higher will come on to try the extra point. They cut the lead down to 4 pending the extra point. Springdale's got to rally here and get the offense back on the field. This is where you kind of watch for them to do the onside kick thing.
Right.
So Higher in. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale 10, Cabot 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
8 plays, 80 yards for Cabot. They get back on the board at 10-7. And update out of Fayetteville. The Purple Dogs lead Pulaski Academy 7-0, 3:21 to go in the first quarter.
Right.
So bring it back here to Cabot. Springdale needs an answer drive.
Yeah, that's that 3rd and long we talked about, and then we got to get those corrected. And I know Coach Chick and the defensive staff well enough. They'll make a few adjustments and tweaks here and there and get that done.
So Dean Higher has it teed up back deep for the Dogs. It's DJ Manuel, Jacoby Mason, Aaron Casados. DJ had a good 20-yard return on the opening kickoff. That's something to keep in mind, that Cabot's going to get the football first. We always talk about the middle 8, those last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half. This has been a extended first quarter here, 2:11 to go.
A lot of points in the first quarter.
Exactly. Higher. Kick it near side, coming to DJ at the 5. DJ Manuel across the 15. DJ with a seam, 30-yard line. DJ Manuel to the 40. DJ Manuel down the sidelines into Panther territory. He's run out of bounds, and you can throw the flag right there. They sure did. So Springdale's going to get the return plus 15, and Springdale's going to have to start with great field position.
But they might want to kick to somebody else, right? Yeah, that's 2, and he's had 2 pretty good runs. I don't think they knew he played running back in junior high.
So they marked him out at the 43, so plus, or I guess minus 15 to put him down at the 28-yard line. Springdale's going to start inside the 30.
Yep, that's great. This is one you definitely have to capitalize on. Definitely have to capitalize.
So they'll mark this penalty off. And Springdale's going to really have a great situation here. Now, I'm not sure why they're putting the ball down at the...
What they call...
That is... Okay, there it is. Okay. I was they marked the football down.
They must have went out of bounds right here. Okay.
Yeah, they put it, I knew he'd run out of bounds at the 43.
But he was down there by the time it happened, and we kind of got excited. But you said it's inside the 30. That's right.
Cabot fans don't like the call, but you can't rodeo a guy when he's 5 yards out of bounds. So now Springdale will start set up at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Carson will bring the offense out. He'll have Ransell behind him. The guy we haven't called on the offensive side of the football yet is Easton Hahn. You know that's coming at some point. That's Wilder in motion. Here's Carson with the fake. Carson Hayter. He's going to get inside the 15, down close to the 10, and Springdale is just ripping off yards in this first quarter. First down run.
Well, the thing about the option is whatever they do, if we're reading correctly, is wrong.
We got a Cabot Panther down. We're going to take a quick timeout. 1:56 to go here in the first quarter, 10-7 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back to Cabot. 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. The injured Cabot Panthers, Ramsey Jones, the starting free safety. He's the one that made the tackle on Carson.
Yeah.
Carson picks up the first down. Springdale's got the football inside the 15-yard line, and call it the 14. This is 1st and 10. This is Ransell straight ahead with room. He's going to get inside the 10, close to the 7.
And that was the backside end making that tackle. You know, you talked about the ends being kind of their go-to guys. That was the backside end coming back across the field to make that play.
That was Braxton Bailey that made the stop there. And a 7-yard pickup on first down. I know Coach Hobbs is loving what he's seeing from his offense right now.
Yep.
So this will be 2nd down. We'll call it 2.5.
Just finish.
Carson in the shotgun, Ransell behind. It's Wilder in motion. Ransell straight ahead. He's got first down yardage, still going, and he's going to be stopped. Looks like they're going to put him down at the 2.
Yeah, it looks like about the 2. I think what you'll see now is probably look like something the same play, and I bet Carson's going to read it and maybe pull it and try to either sneak in or pitch it to Wilder.
So Springdale's got a 1st and goal. Ball's at the 2-yard line. On the year, Springdale 23 out of 27 in the red zone. That's 85% with 18 touchdowns.
Pretty good stat.
So we go under a minute to go here in the first quarter, a long first quarter. Springdale goes down into the flex bone. This is 1st and goal. Carson, load option, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale, and the Dogs answer right back.
Yep. Well, that's just a quarterback lead. You got 2 big fullbacks. You got 230 and 215 out in front of him. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, I call it a load option, but there's no option to
right.
it. It's a lead.
It's a quarterback lead, exactly.
And you see the touchdown there from Carson, and Springdale now with 2 touchdown runs by Carson Hayter, and they've reestablished that lead at 9 right now. A.J. on to try the extra point. Kicks on the way, and it's good. So with 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Springdale 17, Cabot 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Here's a look at the touchdown from Carson Hayter that gets Springdale the 10-point lead back.
Yep.
We can update you out of the game out of Fayetteville, now 14-0 Fayetteville. They're approaching the end of the first quarter. And a shout out to Jana Kate, who is sitting on her couch watching the television. Glad to have you along, Jana.
Thank you, Jana.
So AJ's got it teed up. Back deep for the Cabot Panthers is Jalen Hart and Aeneas Arnold. Arnold, the young man that caught the touchdown on the last drive for Cabot.
Definitely a good hand for them.
So AJ will approach the football. He's going to knock this one towards the end zone, and for another A.J. Woods touchback. And
still waiting on the sponsor.
43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. I think if you're Coach Hobbs and the staff, you love where you are.
No kidding. No kidding.
I felt like this game was going to be a little bit more high-scoring than some people thought. I think if Springdale will take this all day long here, you get to stop here, you got an opportunity to really start squeezing Cabot a little bit.
I think what you're going to see, you can look at the score, but you can see us with the drives. I mean, they really haven't stopped us and slowed us down. We kind of stopped ourselves in the first. We still got 3, but I think you're going to see them kind of press a little bit.
So 1st and 10 for Cabot. They'll have the football at the 20-yard line. Max McCrory will bring the offense out. Powell will be the running back. We'll set their wide receivers in a minute. They've got a bevy of good ones. Bentley Harrell, Aiden Tatum, and Aeneas Arnold. Also, they got a really good tight end we'll talk about here in just a second. McCrory to throw. Under pressure, Junior's after him. He's going to take it. He's going to throw it near side. It's going to be caught. I'm not sure he's going to get much out of it, but it's going to be Arnold near side.
I thought he was throwing that out of bounds. I saw the red down here, and I didn't even see the receiver. And they did get 2, couple
Winds
yards.
up as a 2-yard pickup. Christopher Fowler's the tight end that I was just speaking of. He's a very, very good one. Does a little bit of everything for them. Second down, 8.
You notice the quarterback backing up when he did that. That's why.
Here's McCrory under pressure. Down he goes inside the 10.
Guess who? Winton Cabot.
Excuse
me, I'm sorry, Marquise Coben.
Marquise
I'm
Coben
sorry,
with the sack.
Marquise Coben.
He's the guy who blitzes a lot, but he got in there untouched, and here you go. You get a good look at it, and here he comes off the edge. Marquise is growing up right in front of our eyes.
Well, like you said, he doesn't do it a lot, so they probably didn't expect a whole lot of outside edge, and he came off at the right time. Like I said, Coach Chick's got a little tweak here and there, and good job right there. That's going to end the first quarter.
Yep, first quarter is going to come to an end. We've got 4 seconds on the clock. Clock is stopped, and then there they go. They started up. So that is the end of one. Springdale 17, Cabot 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit.
My credit score wasn't that good.
But Carmart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Carmart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Welcome back to Cabot, 17-7 our score. We start the second quarter. A couple of shout-outs going on. Our crew from SAF has been here all day.
Yep.
We are in the room the size of a
Alexis,
closet.
yeah.
Alexia,
Our guys do a great job.
Y'all are doing an incredible job keeping this thing on the air.
They do a great job.
And poor Alexia had to put up with me. It's not good.
Well, we appreciate every one of them. They do a great job.
And your mama's watching.
I want to shout out to my mom and sister back in Magnolia listening and watching.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Line to make is the 30. Ball will be placed just past the 10-yard line. Springdale has been really good defensively here so far in the ballgame.
And you can see the defense, how they just back up in that coverage, keeping everything in front of the sticks. They're going, they want them to catch it, go make the tackle, make them punt it.
McCrory, and we've got flags down. I think Cabot may have moved.
You could see him put his hands on it. He knew he had made that one.
So they're going to add another 5. Just a false start call. So everything going Springdale's way here. Playing composed minus the 3 penalties.
Right. It's kind of, and it's been the offensive lineman on both sides. If you kind of look at it, it's kind of uncharacteristic.
Everybody's a little jumpy tonight.
Yeah, it's first round.
So 3rd down, 25. McCrory in the shotgun. They're going to hand it to Powell.
Wow.
Springdale closed that up. Boy, they are back on the 1-yard line. That was really close. Jay Glenn, Junior Rodriguez, and Shem got in there. Boy, they blew that one up fast.
Boy, that was a great job. Shem almost overran it. And then, what was it? Did you say Glenn was in there?
Yeah, Jay Glenn as well. You see it.
Yeah. Glenn overran it. Excuse me. It was Shem Paul.
Shem got him to the ground. And now
good to see him back on the field.
Ball's on a 2-yard line here. You got to be careful of a snap over the head or anything like that. Springdale should get great field position out of this.
Yep.
More in punt formation. Cannon Moore, he'll get it out of there. It's going to go towards the Springdale sidelines. Yep. Take a Springdale
Peter
roll.
Call right there and get away.
Springdale's going to start with great field position
Inside
here for the
third.
second time inside Cabot's 30-yard line. And right now, everything coming up Bulldogs.
Yes, it is. It sure is. It's very uncharacteristic of a Cabot team, and you would think at this point where they're at, and like I said, and you mentioned how they've kind of won 4 in a row right there, kind of been on a roll and going, so got the momentum. But right now, our momentum has really kind of propelled.
So Springdale will bring the offense out. 1st and 10 at the 27. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. He's got Easton alongside the deep back, Rancel Oriana. That's Wilder in motion. Here comes Carson near side. He's going to pitch to Wilder. 25-yard line. Wilder inside the 20. 10. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Springdale gets 22 on the play, and they're 1st and goal at the 5.
It is amazing how Wilder, it's like he just kind of tiptoes. You can see, watch as he gets around, and you think,
he is more nimble.
Yeah.
He's more nimble than he looks.
He is. For a big running back at 215, he's pretty agile. It's fun to watch him.
Well, I'm watching the body language here in the huddle. There's a lot of high-fiving, a lot of slap. They are feeling it right now. 1st and goal for Springdale at the 5. Rancel Oriana's the deep back. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. Here comes Rancel straight ahead. Not much there. Going to get inside the 5. Maybe they're going to put him down at the 4, so it's a yard pickup on the play.
Yeah. It looked like somebody was already at the bottom of the pile and grabbed his leg and got him.
A good play there by Grant Zimmerman, 95 in the interior of that Cabot defense.
You may see him go back under center with a little Carson Hayter quarterback lead again right here.
Clock running, 10:40 to go here in the second quarter. It's been all Springdale so far, looking to go up by 17. They'll drop down into the flex bone. 2nd and goal. That's Albert in motion. Here comes the lead. Carson going to fire his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale and the Dogs. Go up by 16. Look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Good play. Exactly. I mean,
Carson Hayter's 3rd rushing touchdown tonight. And you take a look at it. Well, he's strong.
Strong, yeah.
Really, really strong.
Well, I can remember him when he was at George playing quarterback for us. He was one of the strongest kids we've had come through.
So A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. D.L. Morton the holder. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our score with 10:22 to go here in the half. Springdale 24. Cabot 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back to Cabot. 24-7 our score. Springdale 27-yard touchdown drive, 28-yard touchdown drive. You got to love the way this is happening so far for Springdale. One score we can update you on. Fayetteville now leads 21-0 over Pulaski Academy. So A.J. Woods with it teed up. He's now got the wind at his back. He'll get into this one. And that's going to be another touchback. And Cabot's going to start deep in their own territory. And, Coach, you got to love the way this has gone so far for Springdale.
Yep. Well, number one, the touchback eliminates the long return.
Absolutely.
So that's good. Now you just line up and I don't think you change anything you're doing. You keep the momentum. You keep pressure on them. Now's the time you want to try to put your foot down and let's go. Put the gas down and stay on them. Don't relax.
McCrory will bring the offense out. The Cabot Panthers, they need some points here on this drive.
You talked about body language on our side. You can see the body language on their side is a little bit
stunned
different.
a little bit. This crowd is a little stunned and subdued.
I think that's exactly. Stunned is a good word.
I think if we know anything about Cabot from last year, they can score points and score points
quickly
in a hurry.
Yes.
Cooper Powell alongside Maddox McCrory. This is 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. McCrory's going to throw. Chase to his right, under pressure, fires, pass. Intercepted far side.
Is that Easton? Easton Hahn.
Who else? Easton Hahn, the senior middle linebacker
inside
for
the 30.
Another possession for
Springdale. At the 30-yard line.
Another possession starting in Cabot territory. What a great play here by Easton. See the throw here. What a play by Easton.
Wow.
And Springdale, everything coming up Dogs
that
so
ball,
far.
when you could see the ball kind of flutter as it came out. It really didn't have a good spin on it, and I don't know if he just kind of rushed it or on the run a little bit, and it just didn't look good coming out.
So Springdale's going to get the ball 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, and you start talking about put-away drives and really distancing yourself. This could be one of them for Springdale. I mean, we've got 10:15 to go in the second quarter. Sideline warning is going to get called against Springdale for the celebration.
That's all right.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll take that. So Carson Hayter brings the offense out here, and
I'm never opposed to our kids getting excited about good plays.
So 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Ball at the 30-yard line. The deep back is Rancel Oriana. I'm not sure what the discussion is. There we go. This is Hayter, left side. Carson with room. 1st down yardage inside the 20. Still on his feet. He's going to be run out of bounds close to the 10. And Springdale is just tearing chunks.
And that's one of those things I was talking to you about. Carson's so quick, and he's riding that. It's called the mesh point. And when he pulls it, if that guy takes one step inside, Carson's so fast, he gets around that edge, it's hard to beat.
He gets the 1st down at the 12-yard line. Clock will stop with 10:08 to go here. And right now, whatever Coach Hahn's dialing up is working.
Don't stop.
Larice, the deep back. Hayter in the shotgun. That's Albert Burge in motion. They'll give it straight ahead. No, Carson will keep it with room. Carson Hayter, touchdown. Springdale and the Dogs extend their lead to 30-7 with 10:03 to go in the second quarter.
That you can see if it goes back there, you can see his speed when he accelerated right here. Watch, right?
4 rushing touchdowns for Carson Hayter in the first half, and Springdale has Cabot on roller skates.
Yeah, they right now they don't have an answer, and we talked about it's kind of a three-headed monster for us, and right now Carson's a little bit better.
So A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. Kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 10:03 to go in the half. Springdale 31. Cabot 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
See the touchdown run here from Carson Hayter is 4th of the first half, and
well, his acceleration, he just kind of pulls away, and those guys, you can't get a hand on him.
So A.J. Woods has it teed up. And, we talked about, kind of those middle fours. Cabot's going to get the ball to start the second half, but the way things are going right now doesn't make a difference.
No.
This Cabot team can score, and they can score in a hurry. But Springdale's defense, very, very aggressive tonight.
Right. And like I said, right now the offense we're clicking on all cylinders, and we talked about trying to play complete. So far, we're pretty good right now. We want to keep that.
A quarter and 2 minutes into this.
We want to
long
keep that.
way to go,
yeah.
but my gosh, Springdale's been impressive.
Lots of time left, and anything, the big mo in athletics can change in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
And so you just got to right now, just keep your foot down. Keep your foot down. Don't change anything you're doing on offense. Don't change anything on defense. Just keep adjusting and keep getting after it.
Jalen Hart and E.S. Arnold back deep for Cabot. A.J. will tee it up. He'll get into it. This one a low line drive. Hart tries to catch it at the goal line, can't do it. Another A.J. Woods touchback. And, since that opening kickoff where they got out to the 43-yard line, Springdale's really kept them inside the 30-yard line for a little over a quarter.
Right. And like you mentioned, they're just stunned.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just kind of – right now I don't think they know what to do.
And we talk about it, one play can turn momentum here.
Right.
But the way Springdale's playing right now, you got to like their position.
Yep.
With 10 minutes to go here in the first half. So this is going to be 1st and 10. Maddox McCrory in the shotgun. Cooper Powell is the running back. This is going to be a pitch to Powell coming near side. Springdale's got it defense nicely. Maybe
really
1 or 2 on the play.
Boy, Shem Paul wasn't going to let him cut back inside, and I think it was either Easton or Yandell had him trapped outside.
I know we're not supposed to talk about the injuries and things, but Shem is dealing with some stuff.
Right, he
is just gutting it out there.
It's good to see him on the field.
You see him out there just sort of limping around, but Shem is just gutting it out.
Yep.
And, you got to feel great for him.
That's Shem Paul, though. He loves it.
2nd down 8. McCrory will throw again. They're going to throw a quick screen. Low, pass complete far side. 1st down yards, down the sideline, out past the 30-yard line. That is Aiden Tatum with the catch.
Yeah, that's probably that's a little bit more than they probably wanted to give on that play right there. And I think with what you've seen, you're probably going to see more of that kind of stuff on their offense just to try to get some athletes out in open space a little bit.
Line of scrimmage will be the 32-yard line. It was a 10-yard pickup. Gives Cabot the 1st down. McCrory will throw again. With time, pass near side, caught by Powell at the 31 with room, 40. Into Springdale territory, still on his feet, still going, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. So a big play there by Cabot, and this crowd now starting to get into it.
Yep. Well, I think the crowd, they kind of wanted what we did, but our guy was trying to hold him up. A lot different little situation there.
Their guy didn't hit the ground.
No.
That's a little bit different. So 1st and 10, ball's going to be placed at the 32-yard line. 9:13 to go here in the half. That's the first really big play that Springdale's given up outside of the touchdown.
He just was he was the check down, and he just didn't get there like he needed to. So
here's McCrory to throw with time. Pass complete at the 30-yard line. Nice tackle there by Raxon Resham. It's going to be about a 2-yard pickup, and Springdale's going to face a 2nd down and 8. We got equipment crashing down around us. It's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it 8. The line of scrimmage will be the 30-yard line. Clock running here, 8:47 to go McCrory in the shotgun. He'll give to Powell straight ahead. He's got room down to the 25-yard line, close to the first down. Looks like they're going to put him down about a yard short of the first down. It'll be third down. We'll call it 1.
And I think this is kind of what they kind of wanted to do all along, and they didn't get a chance to right off the bat, and we kind of stifled them a little bit up front early, and now they're being able to get that guy down on the check down for the long play and giving the play action, and so
it's going to be third down and 2. The ball's at the 24-yard line to make the 22. This is Powell straight ahead, first down yardage, still going on his feet into the end zone. They're going to put him down at the 1.
Yep, he did.
That's a good run there by Cooper Powell. You see the explosion and why the Cabot coaches like him so much. But now it's a first and goal. Clock stops and 7:59 to go here in the first half. And there's a good answer drive by Cabot to sort of stem the tide a little bit.
Of course, they got to take another snap.
Yep, they got to take another snap. They got to put the thing in the end zone. But I think Scott Reed's got to like his team's reaction here so far.
That's a good response for him and his team.
So first and goal.
I think we know who's going to get this one.
Yep, McCrory in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Powell straight ahead. He's going to get into the end zone. So Cabot answers right back with a 6 of their own. It's 7:36 to go here in the half, and they're going to cut the lead here to 31-13 pending the extra point. Dean Heyer is going to come in to try the extra point. Snap is good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score, Springdale 31. Cabot 14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Welcome back to Cabot. Our new score, 31-14, 7:36 to go here in the first half. We can take a look at some of the scores from around the 7A. See the scores rolling past. 52 games across the state of Arkansas. This being the one that's most important to us. And Springdale now in a situation here where you got to watch for onside kick, trying to steal a possession, those sorts of things with a 17-point lead.
And I bet they don't kick it to BJ. They're going to probably kick it over here to this side, probably.
Dean Heyer's got it teed up. And it's going to come near side. It's going to be Jacoby at the 7. This is Jacoby Mason. And he's going to get out close to the 25-yard line. That's going to be it. So Springdale will start with reasonably good field position, and don't like the end of that drive here, but I think with 7:30 to go here in the first half, I think Coach Hobbs and his staff feel pretty good about where they are. This is a big drive just to sort of answer back.
That's right. It's going to be, make sure we just keep doing what we're doing. Don't change what you're doing. And I think that's the most important thing. Even defensively, they hit the check down, they got the big play, and that kind of started off the drive for them. So offensively, let's just come back, keep doing what we're doing. Make them have to make the adjustment, not us right now.
First and 10 for Springdale. Ball resting at the 23.5-yard line. Orion Leatu comes near side. Hayter in the shotgun. That's Wilder in motion. And they're going to send it right up the middle to Ransell. He's going to wind up getting a couple out of that.
We'll take 4.5 out of that.
Moving the pile a little bit. It'll go up to about the 27. That'll bring up second down. And, you hate to see with all the big plays that Springdale's had, but a 7-minute drive wouldn't kill me.
That'd be awesome.
I'd be all right with that.
And like I said, you got 230 pounds taking the ball about 6 yards right there. We'll take that every time on first down.
Absolutely. They're going to wind up putting that one closer to the 28-yard line.
Yeah.
So 5-yard pickup according to the scoreboard. We'll call it second down and 5. Carson in the shotgun. Ransell behind. This is Oriana again, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up third down and 5.
Yeah, that time right there, Carson probably would have liked to have that one come back a little bit.
You know, we talk about momentum plays, and we talked about it, you know, right as Springdale was getting ready to kick off. This is one of those plays. You know, if Cabot gets the stop here, Springdale punts, you know, they're back in the ball game.
That's right. You know, those are big-time momentum plays.
Clock running, 6:22 to go here in the quarter. This is 3rd down and 5. Big play here for Springdale. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. That's Wilder Larice in motion. Carson's going to throw his first pass of the ball game. Pass off the hands of Easton Hahn, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and Springdale's going to have to kick the football.
Yep. Got to get it away there. You know, you had guys open, just overthrew it right there, and you know, probably looking back at some of that, if Carson may have missed a read on the play before, and so.
AJ coming in to kick, 39.2 on the year, his long 53. Back deep for Cabot. I believe that is number 14, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That's Aiden Tatum.
We need a good. We need to flip the field.
AJ's going to have to flip the field for us. AJ gets the kick away, high end over end kick. Tatum calls for the fair catch at the 28-yard line, and that's where good. Springdale's going to get. Is going to pin them back.
It's a good job.
$6:10 to go here in the quarter, 31-14, and feel a little bit of a momentum shift, but that's why the defense has played great here through a quarter.
It has,
and a half.
You know. I think that one drive was a drive, like I said, they left the guy open there on the check down. I think you'll see a little different here. They'll get back to kind of doing what they're doing.
Maddox McCrory's in the shotgun, got Cooper Powell alongside. This is going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. Powell to throw, it's going to swing it near side. This is screened. And not much there.
Wow.
If anything.
If anything, yeah, he might have lost a half.
Yeah, so Springdale defends that one well. Don't worry, guys, I got the fly that's been buzzing around in here. We got him. No, I didn't. That's all right. I'll get him. 2nd down, and, yeah, he did lose about a half a yard on that. Now a bunch formation near side for Maddox McCrory. He's got Powell to his right. McCrory to throw. Springdale rushes 6. Takes it, got Aeneas Arnold middle of the field, wide open with room. Into Springdale territory, Aeneas Arnold still going. Inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line, and another big play from Maddox McCrory to Aeneas Arnold.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned early, and I keep kind of going back to how he just backs up. He just kind of extends the play, and those receivers just find some grass.
Yeah, they do, and it's interesting because the first person I ever saw do that was Brock Berlin in Shreveport, where they would take that deep. It was like almost a 10-yard snap, and then he would drop back.
And that's what he's doing. You know, he's just and it gives him more time to just get it to him.
So the big play moves Cabot into Springdale territory at the 34-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll spread it out. 3 wide receivers. Cooper Powell's the running back. We talk about those middle 4s. Remember, Cabot gets the ball to start the game or start the second half. Deep drop by Maddox McCrory. Throws it near side. Pass is low. I'm not sure if they're going to call that one complete.
Well,
trying to get that screen set up to Caden Harmon.
Was that the tight end screen? Looked like they did try to have that set up, roll that side, and that's kind of a lot of teams use that for 2-point conversion.
They called it a completion, so it's going to wind up being a 3-yard loss. Yeah, I mean, if you're Caden Harmon,
and the clock's going to continue.
You just got to bat the ball down and start over again. So 2nd down, 13. Cooper Powell back in at the running back spot. Here's McCrory to throw. Under pressure, firing it, looking for Arnold. It's going to go out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Good pressure there by Springdale. Surprised they're bringing 6.
We brought an extra, guy there, and it's you know, we've got some guys back here covering, and you know, it's one of those things where when we send that extra guy, we got to do a really good job on the back end making sure we cover. And Aeneas he's kind of caught a couple of passes earlier, and 14's done a good job. So this is big play for us right here.
Gavin Jones and Jay Glenn have checked in. They're the pass rushers. This is 3rd down and 13. Springdale showing blitz. McCrory to throw. Has time. Still backing up. Fires a little sidearm shot. Nice play there. Racks and Resham at the 36. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, this may be, I know Coach Reed probably doesn't want to punt here, but this may be one where he tries to pin us back. But I think they're going to keep the offense out here.
The offense is going to stay on the field. He didn't get a yard on that. It's going to be 4th down and 13. Maybe try and draw them off, get 5 yards out of it. Springdale kind of kind of showing blitz. Here they come. They'll rush 5. McCrory pass complete at the 30. It's Cooper Powell. He's got first down yardage, still on his feet inside the 15. And fourth down conversions have been Springdale's Achilles heel this year, and they create another one.
Yeah, it's one of those things where that's one guy you got to make sure we cover, and he's kind of been their go-to on big plays tonight, and it's been him.
They'll put it down at the 13-yard line. Clock moving right now with 3:33 to go. Cooper Powell converts on a fourth down, and now I'm sure Cabot's in no hurry to do much of anything.
This is that middle 4 you talked about. We had a chance to get them off the field and let them right back in it.
McCrory will throw. Swings it out far side over the head of Cooper Powell to bring up second down.
Boy, I tell you what, he's been open a lot, and I know Coach Chick has worked on that and got that. Either somebody's, maybe blitzing when he wasn't supposed to or getting mixed up in that coverage, because I know Coach Chick, he's does a really good job breaking things down and getting prepared for that.
So second down, ball's at the 13-yard line. McCrory looking near side to get the calls from his coaches, and now they've got it. A 3 wide receiver set. Cooper Powell's the running back. McCrory with time, flush to his right. Looking for Powell in the corner of the end zone. Is going to overshoot him, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yep. And kind of what I'm seeing is you're just seeing just enough pressure to kind of he hadn't been kind of spot on yet with the ball, and so far it's kind of played big for us right now. So big play right here on third down. I think if they don't get it here, I think you'll see them kick a field goal.
We thought they'd bunt the last time, but this is going to be third down and 10. Again, Springdale on the year coming in had a pretty decent stop rate at about 53%.
Get somebody on Powell right here.
It's Arnold in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Arnold is going to be dragged down at the 10-yard line.
Hahn.
Nicely done. Easton Hahn, who's had a big first half.
Yep.
Brings up fourth down, and we'll see. Are they going to send out Dean Heyer, or are they going to leave the offense out?
There they go.
And there goes the field goal team.
Yep. He's going to get the points, and this is something right here. Be smart, because they may. Here's what they may do: try to draw you off and get a quick 5, and then go for it. So be smart right here.
Both teams with a full complement of timeouts. This is going to be put down at the 17, so we'll call it a 27-yard field goal. Heyer in to try. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 2:24 to go here in the first half. Springdale 31, Cabot 17. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
2:24 to go here in the first half. And, Coach, this is a huge drive here for Springdale because Cabot's got all the momentum in the world right now.
Right.
And they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Springdale's got to get something out of this drive.
Exactly. I agree 100%. It's simple. Just get back to what you were doing, and I think that's what you're going to see. I think you're going to see Carson with the ball with a chance to maybe make a big play right here.
Dean Heyer's got it teed up back deep for the Dogs. It's Jacoby Mason, Aaron Casados, and DJ Manuel.
I think you're going to see it go back to Jacoby again. This is one where you might just move DJ around and make them have to kick it where you want them to. Yeah.
High end-over-end kick coming near side. It's going to be Casados at the 7. Aaron across the 20. And he's not going to get much further than that. And Springdale's going to be set up deep in their own territory. And, we talk about the crucial drives answering here. Springdale needs this one. Last 10 points of the ballgame have gone to Cabot. They've cut this lead down from 24 to 14.
Yep.
And as we mentioned, they get the ball to start the second half. Springdale's got all 3 timeouts.
Just be smart right here and move the football. First downs are huge. This is a big play. We're inside the 25 right here. Make a good first down.
It's been a good ball game so far.
Yep.
I mean, back and forth, these teams have sort of answered each other. throughout the first half. This is a huge drive for Springdale as Carson brings the offense out. They'll blow the whistle and start the play clock. Rancel Oriana's the deep back. Wilder Larice is in the slot. Orion Leatu near side as the wide receiver. Here's Carson trying to get to the outside. Does. He's going to get across the 25-yard line, maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah,
That's going to bring up second down.
I think that time he kind of anticipated instead of reading it, and they stayed with it.
Springdale's going to huddle up here. No urgency as far as that goes. 1:52 to go. Cabot seems content to let them run the clock out.
I think that's what we're going to do.
Well, second down and 9. Carson in the shotgun. Wilder Larice is the deep back. Here's Carson looking to throw. He's got Orion wide open. Ball's late. Orion fighting for it. Incomplete. We're going to get a flag.
Got to be. I was going to say, he had him open.
He did. He threw it a little bit late, but you're going to draw the flag, which will give you the 15 yards.
Yep.
The clock will stop, and Springdale will get a first down out of the deal. I know Orion will be disappointed he didn't get the catch, but it's as good as a catch with a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah.
Let's see where they put this one down. Looks like they're going to put it at the 41-yard line. So
we need about 21, 22 more yards.
Take a look at the interference call here. Ball's just a little bit late, and
yep.
The defender didn't turn around.
Never turned around, no.
So we're starting to count yards here, about 19 yards, and you're in AJ's range. Here comes Carson. He's going to pitch to Albert. Albert makes a little move. He's going to run out of bounds. He's dragged down. You can throw the flag on that one if you want. They're not going to.
And I'm okay with that because it looked like the guy was making the tackle, and he just kind of finished the tackle. I'm okay with that right there.
It winds up as a six-yard gain up to the 46. Nice move there by Albert.
It was a really good move, and he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. So
they're actually going to make it a 7-yard gain out to the 48.
That's good. You know, we've got our timeouts too.
Second down 3 for Springdale. All 3 timeouts at their disposal. It's Wilder in motion. They're going to give it to Rancel. We got a flag down. And we'll see what that's about. It's got to be a holding where it was thrown.
There's the guy on this side.
Let's see what the call is. It's in that area for holding. The run did pick up the first down, so we'll Springdale backs up. And they're talking to Coach Scott Reed. Here's the call. An illegal shift, okay.
The receiver must have moved because he was down here. The guy on this side threw it, so it must have been the receiver. He probably jumped or kind of moved a little bit.
Crew's a little slow here moving the ball.
Should be second down again.
It is. It'll be second down and 8. Line to makes the 49. Springdale needs to get to about the 40 to be in AJ's range. So we're looking at about 18 yards where Springdale can have a reasonable field goal attempt. Clock running here, 1:10 to go.
We'll say you got numbers over here.
Here's Carson going to pitch to Wilder, near side. He's going to run out of bounds at the 45 and stop the clock. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup up to, they're going to give him the 46, I guess, and it's going to be third down.
Big play right here because this is definitely something you gotta get the first down and keep them off the field here on offense, and this is huge for us.
1:04 to go here in the half. The Panther Band is going to be performing at halftime. They've been chomping at the bit behind the goalpost to our
looks
left.
Like we got a miscommunication. We may have to. We'll see. I don't know. We may have to take a timeout here.
Springdale's got 10 on the play clock.
This is a big play for us.
A lot of miscommunication going on. They're going to wind up burning a timeout. No, they're going to snap it. Carson to throw. With time. Pass dropped by Easton Hahn at the 50. He had room to run, and Springdale's going to have to give the football back.
Wow. Well, you don't see that happen often, but man.
A lot of miscommunication on that pre-snap, and maybe should have called the timeout to set the to make sure you had the right play called. A.J. Wood's going to come in.
Boy, I tell you what, again, the penalty brought us back, and it cost us right there. And that's something, if it was the receiver, as a receiver, you got to be watching the football.
Aiden Tatum's back deep for Cabot. He's got his feet at the 15-yard line. A.J. Woods in to punt. 59 seconds to go here, and Cabot still has all 3 timeouts.
Yep.
That's Jacoby Mason in motion. Snap's good. AJ gets the kick away. Good kick there by AJ under duress. It's going to hit at the 20, take a Cabot roll out to the 25-yard line. No flag.
Well, it's because once you establish as a runner, the flag is no longer in, and he did.
So this second quarter has not been great as far as Springdale goes here. Cabot's got 49 seconds, 3 timeouts, down by 14.
Yep, this is big right here. This is
huge.
Defense makes a stop right here. This is really huge for us, and for us, no big chunk plays right here. Be smart, keep it in front of you.
Got another referees conference going on. Looks like they got it sorted out. They'll put the ball down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. McCrory is the quarterback. Cooper Powell alongside. And not sure what we're waiting on. There we go. McCrory to throw. Going to throw that screen. Aeneas Arnold near side with room. 30-yard line. 35 still going. Dragged out of bounds at the 39 by Jed Wallace. 14-yard pickup. 6 seconds off the clock. Cabot moves the sticks.
Well, that was I don't know. That was just too close for me. Because if he misses that one right there, he's going to probably take that one to the house right there.
So they'll put the ball at the 39-yard line. Clock stopped, 43 seconds to go. Bentley Harrell in motion. McCrory to throw. Fires pass incomplete at the 44.
Well, they have a lot of these little shallow crossing routes, and they're just trying to find grass. And that quarterback, like you said, he's drifting, and he keeps continue to drifting, giving himself more room.
Bentley Harrell, the intended receiver, 38 seconds on the clock. They can use the whole field. I mean, they
do a good job of that, and they're going to make you have to play the whole field. And a lot of times, if you don't get a rush on him, it's going to cost you.
2nd down 10 upcoming. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Live first round action from Cabot, Arkansas. He's Coach Robert Johnson. I'm Zach Arns. We'll be with you all the way through until Springdale is eliminated from the playoffs. Here's McCrory on 2nd down. Fires pass over the middle, incomplete. Jacoby Mason there with the defense, going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yep.
Good play there by Jacoby to bat that one away. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and Springdale sort of backed off the pressure a little bit here in the last 2 drives.
And I think it's probably good, because now what you want to do too, you got to watch the back coming out, and he's going to be your check down, and he was the last time, and he did it on 4th down then. So we got to be ready to make sure we get that right here. This is huge for us, because if we can hold them here, they're going to punt.
So they're going to spread it out, empty the backfield. 5 receivers. Got a stack formation to the bottom of the screen. Powell now returns to the backfield. They're going to swing it to Cooper Powell at the 45. He's got plenty of room. He's going to get the 1st down into Springdale territory.
Looks like we might have had a hold there. Looks like I see some laundry there at about the 48.
Let's see what we got out here. There is a flag down. That's probably in the area of holding.
I think they were holding Marquise Coben is what I thought I saw. He was trying to get to the Powell and couldn't make a play, and I looked, and I thought it was Marquise.
So let's see what the call is here. You called it, so that'll back up. Now it's a spot foul, so it's going to move them back to the 38. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Yep.
That's Springdale the beneficiary there. And, the Cabot's offense is not complex.
No.
It's simple, but it's effective, and that's that's what'll drive you batty is that it's not a real complex scheme.
They just get space, and let their guys just run.
So 3rd down and 11. Clock running, 20 seconds to go here in the half. McCrory throws to Powell, and he's going to get close to 1st down yardage up to the 48-yard line. It looks like Cabot's going to call a timeout. No, they're going to let it run. They're going
to go to the half.
Yeah, there they go. They call the timeout now with 8 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th down. They're going to say 4th and 2. We'll come back in just a second. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. 8 seconds to go here in the half. 31-17 our score. Tale of two quarters, really.
Yep.
Springdale dominates the first quarter.
16 seconds.
They put 16 seconds back on the clock.
Right. They added 8 more to
okay.
the clock there, so, yeah.
So now it makes sense why you call the timeout. But, 8 seconds put back on the clock. 2 timeouts left for Cabot.
That kind of makes a difference
Sure
for
does,
your defense as well.
Absolutely it does. So this is going to be 4th down and 2. Springdale 3 down, 8 deep. This should be a fairly easy conversion for Cabot and an opportunity here to throw one to the end zone.
Yeah, and you just want to be smart right here. Don't let anybody get behind you.
Springdale will rush for McCrory. Fires
Wow.
pass incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Who got in there?
He was hit by his own man.
Yeah, he was.
I think it was
Gavin. It was Gavin Jones that drove.
Pushed him back.
Did we have a replay of that? Because Gavin Jones, they were in a prevent defense.
Yeah.
And Gavin Jones, if you watch this, oh no, you know what? It was Cooper Powell that got him. He fell over his foot. Man, I don't know about you, but
this is huge.
This is a huge
how about,
turn of events
I'm
here.
thinking maybe a quick out right here, and you stop the clock to
back shoulder fade to
yes.
Orion isn't the worst idea here, and just give AJ a
give
chance.
AJ a chance right here and get some points on the board.
What a turn of events here.
We kind of got the.
And they're one-on-one down here with Orion on the quarterback, Carlos Lozano.
We got all our timeouts, too.
Yeah, we do. So 1st and 10 for Springdale.
Oh, they handed it to
They tried an inside zone, handed it to Carson. It got maybe 2 yards. Springdale's going to call a timeout with 6 seconds left.
They snapped it to Easton, and Easton handed it off to Carson there.
So let's hold it here. 31-17 our score. We've seen a lot here in the first half.
I think they're going to add some more time there. I don't know. There were 16. Surely the 10 seconds didn't run off right there. Let's see what they add back.
I don't think they're I don't know what the discussion is here at the at midfield, but at the 45-yard line, this is 62 for AJ. There is a wind coming from left to right on your television. I was watching him during warm-up. He hit from 60.
Yeah, he was real close to kind of where he was at. I was watching that as well, but he looks like he may be coming to add some time right here.
Let's see what they put time back on. 6 seconds are showing right now.
I think it's going to be 9 or.
So we'll wait and see. They're holding the teams in the huddle here. 8 seconds is what
that
they put back.
That makes a little difference.
Yeah, sure it does.
I think you can get a quick pass, a little out right here, and get it inside the 40.
So it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that's what you might see right here.
Carson in the shotgun, and here's that shift again. Easton's going to take the snap, and he's going to throw it to Carson. Carson, downfield pass, caught, touchdown, Albert Burge. Albert Burge with the touchdown on the trickery. Easton hands to Carson. Carson with the touchdown pass. Albert Burge, his second touchdown reception of the year, and the Dogs with a lightning strike right before halftime.
Wow, and we got a break with the 4th down turnover
I don't know if you could hear it, but our coaching staff very happy on the other side of the wall.
I've talked to Coach Hahn before the game. I always ask him before the game, and he said there was a couple of things, and I think we just saw if it was time, he'd use it, and that was
Woods
time.
In to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So we're going to take a timeout. 38-17 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
38-17 our score. 2 seconds to go here in the first half. Lots going on here. We just killed a wasp because I would have gone to the hospital had that not happened. Now apparently the wasp is back to life. Springdale finding second life here. Carson Hayter. That was the bee dying.
Well, we got life when their own player hit the quarterback, turnover on downs. He gave us an opportunity, and I tell you what, Coach Hahn had some trickery up his sleeve, and the players executed it. Good job. Good job.
This is going to be a squib kick taken at the 15-yard line.
Just make the tackle.
Half's going to run out. This is Hart coming near side. And he's going to be dragged down there at the 30-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half. A wild first half here in Cabot. Our score, Springdale 38, Cabot 17. We'll be back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Harbor High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit.
My credit score wasn't that good.
But Carmart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Carmart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I am the March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner of Summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school.
You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feet program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Harbor High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Welcome back to Cabot. Halftime score 38-17, Springdale with the lead. And Coach, I mean, we had a ball game in 2 quarters here, and I'm just sitting here looking through the stats. Carson Hader, 10 carries, 123 yards, 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Right.
But maybe the biggest play of the half was his second completion to Albert Burge for the touchdown after the stop on 4th down, which Springdale essentially was letting them have the first down.
Exactly, they kind of stopped themselves.
Yeah, and it's been a wild first half here.
Right.
Carson Hader with 4 rushing touchdowns. Springdale sort of doing whatever they wanted in the first quarter. Kind of got a little dicey there in the second quarter, but I think they feel pretty good about where they are with the 21-point lead.
I talked to Coach Hahn a little bit, and Carson, missed a couple reads, and we had talked about that because you could see kind of in the middle of that second quarter, kind of as the start, we kind of had some drives kind of die down, and it's just a read here and there. And one of the things that you see, and Coach Hahn kind of mentioned, is we're blocking at the point of attack, but we don't stay on it. We need to stay about another half second, and then if we'll do that, I think you're going to see us even increase more yardage.
And this is the first drive of the ball game. Ended with a 50-yard A.J. Woods field goal. I feel silly saying, well, that's makeable for him. I mean, it's a high school athlete with a 56-yarder in his career. This was the first touchdown for Springdale. Carson Hayter on a 4th down, 4th and 2, and that was the first of 4. Here's the second. This is a big 3rd down conversion here for Springdale. There's the second one. He's the starter of the first half, 10 carries, 123 yards. But give Cabot some credit. I mean, they were down. They were down 31-7, and they fought their way back into this. And they're 3 scores down. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. There you see Wilder
doing a good job
getting down there, and then you hand it back to 9 and just let him do his thing. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown. And this was a huge play right here. Springdale had 3 drives in a row that started in Cabot territory. That's been the difference in the ball game. And then you hand it to this guy and just say, here you go. Go get it, 9. And at that point, Springdale had it rolling.
Right. They sure
things
did.
were going real, real well. But this kind of a momentum-turning play here. Albert Burge, defensive back Jalen Hart, misjudges it. Albert gets his 2nd career receiving touchdown. And that's where we find ourselves at 38-17. Kind of a stunned crowd. I went out during halftime, just very subdued.
Yeah. It is, and I think they're kind of like bewildered to like what's going on here. And, you did see Cabot kind of make some plays there. They came back and instead of, 24, they cut it to 10, and then we got the touchdown right before the half, which is, you always mention the middle eights.
Middle eights are big.
We finished with 2 seconds left to take half of that middle eight away from them.
And it's the playoffs, and weird things happen during the playoffs, but you have a 4th down. I mean, it was 4th and 12. They pick up 10. They call the timeout. Right. They set it up. Springdale essentially says, if you want the first down, it's there. And McCrory trips over his running back. Right. Ball hits the turf. Springdale, and I'll give them credit for this. I was actually talking to some of the assistant coaches. They set that play up because that was it looks like a box shift, the old Newt Rockney offense. Easton goes into the quarterback spot, hands it to Carson on the first play, and they run the zone.
Yep.
The second time, they pitch it to him, and then Carson, drops the ball up over the defensive back there, and Albert gets the touchdown, and we find ourselves with a 21-point lead at halftime. A winner of this ball game is going to get Bentonville next week, up in Northwest Arkansas. And that is, obviously looming. But, man, a lot of work to do here for Springdale. I think they maybe, I don't want to say relaxed, but I think Cabot kind of got it going a little bit in the second quarter. But they were able to sort of stave it off.
Yep.
And they roll in with a 3-touchdown lead. Now, again, Cabot's going to get the ball to start the second half. But huge defensive series coming up for Springdale.
Huge. Probably the biggest of the whole night, I think. The first series is always the most important. And, you tell your team, guys, come out, let's make our stop. And then offense, do not take your foot off the gas. Keep it going. Keep doing what you're doing. And, I think you're going to see Carson continue to make good reads. You're going to see Ransell on first down get 6-7 yards a pop. And I think what you're going to see, our offensive line staying on the blocks just a little bit longer, like, Coach Hahn talked about. And I think when you see that, you're going to see our offense kind of take charge a little bit more toward the end.
208 yards rushing in the first half for Springdale to just 52 for Cabot. Now, Cabot did throw for 187 in the first half. Springdale 55, so not really what Springdale does. The penalties, Springdale had those 3 in a row. It was to end one series and then start another one. 4 penalties, 20 yards in the first half, 5 for 55 for Cabot in the first half. And really interesting ball game so far. Kind of, I think, what we expected. This is the 4 and a 5 going back and forth. A couple of scores we can update you on. North Little Rock leads Bentonville West 21-20 in the second quarter.
Wow.
Yeah. Now Fayetteville's up 41-8. They're going to be moving on over PA. That's not really a shock. But North Little Rock beating West at halftime, and you're in Centerton. They're going to get something going there in the second half. But still a shock. Just a 1-point lead.
Right. And I think what you're seeing too, North Little Rock kind of struggled early in the season, and I think toward the end of the season, kind of like Cabot, they got better and better, and you can see them getting better. And of course, when you go to North Little Rock, and they've got athletes just about at every position, and that's what you're going to see.
Springdale hasn't converted a 3rd down tonight. They're 0 for 4, but they are 1 of 1 on 4th downs. That was the touchdown run, Carson's first one. Now Cabot in 3rd down, 4 out of 8. I think the number that I'm impressed with is 8 third down opportunities.
Right.
Springdale really doing well on first and second down. They're just going to lock down that third down.
And I think they're 1-1 out of fourth downs. Is that correct?
Cabot would be 0 for 1 on fourth downs.
Okay, I thought they converted that one.
Yeah, and I'm looking at their stats.
Yeah, and then they turned it over on downs over
I think
here.
you're right on that one.
So
they'd be 1 out of 2 on fourth downs.
Correct.
Yeah, so we'll. Again, we're using their numbers. It's a wonderful little program they have, and it's made our job a little bit easier. We can thank them for that because it has certainly added to our broadcast tonight. We're getting ready to start the second half. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Got our entire SAF crew, Alexi and his guys, doing yeoman's work, man.
Yep,
we're in a room the size of a closet.
We're in good hands. Good job, guys.
He's Coach Robert Johnson. I'm Zach Arns. Second half about to get underway. AJ's standing out there alone by himself. Now here comes the kick team, and back deep for the Panthers, Aeneas Arnold, who had a big first half.
Yep.
He had over 100 yards. I think he had 103 in the first half receiving, along with Jalen Hart. So 2 quarters. Somebody's going to go play Bentonville, the number 1 seed out of the West.
Good touchback would be good starting off right here.
Whistle blows, and we are ready for the second half of this one. A lot of life in this stadium here as we start the second half. A.J. Woods will approach the football. In the second half is underway. High end-over-end kick. Going to sail into the end zone for a touchback and going to make him go the length of the field, 80 yards.
Yep. Still waiting on a sponsor for the touchbacks.
He hit the H in Panthers.
Yep.
And now it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Maddox McCrory in the first half. Had a good first half throwing the ball. Did throw the 1 interception, and that's kind of when Springdale got it going.
Yeah.
Really, he's 14 out of 23 for 187 yards. He does have the 1 touchdown and the 1 interception. This is a huge drive here for both sides.
Yeah, this is huge. This is big for them because they need some offense, and we just need to maintain defensively.
Arnold in motion. McCrory will roll to his right. Fires pass. Nearly intercepted there by Shem Paul. Yeah. He's got a funky delivery when he tries to just thread one through there. It's been really effective, but you saw he just kind of dips down like a shortstop almost.
Yeah, it is.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Springdale's won a lot of first downs tonight against this Cabot Panther offense.
We need to win those third down ones.
2nd down, 10. Powell is the running back alongside Maddox McCrory. McCrory to throw. He's got Aeneas Arnold at the 50-yard line. 1st down. Jacoby's going to drag him down at the 41.
There's that pump as you were talking about early.
And I was watching them during warm-ups. They ran this play, 6 or 7 times during warm-ups. It's coming at some point.
Yep.
And this time it's Aeneas Arnold into Springdale territory. They're going to put him down at the 40.
You know, those are those chunk plays. We got to eliminate those things.
So 1st and 10 at the 40. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of scoring here in the second half.
There's your empty set. Backs out. He's probably going to go in motion. Nope.
And they're going to throw it. McCrory again. No pressure. McCrory retreats. Now chased, and he's got nothing but turf in front of him. Fires it downfield. Pass caught at the 20. Inside the 15-yard line. 1st down. That's Cooper Powell, the running back.
Yeah, we've our edge players lost contain right there, and he was able to. He got right up to the line of scrimmage and kind of hovered right there, and then found somebody open. And you know, there's a lot of space out there, and that's what that offense is. They elect the space and get those guys the ball in open space.
They'll put him down at the 12-yard line. Clock stopped with 11:17. Now rolling, approaching the 11-minute mark, and they score fast.
Yeah.
That's in contrast to what Springdale does. This is 1st and 10 at the 12. Bad snap. McCrory's going to pick it up at the 15. Ball still loose.
Still loose.
And Springdale's going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a break by Springdale, and everything coming up Red Dogs right now.
I'm telling you what, that football can bounce and roll, and the quarterback tried to do a good job getting it, but, you know, that ball just rolls.
So Springdale's going to get the football, looks like at the 37-yard line. Let's take a look at this here. It's just a bat. You couldn't handle the snap.
He's going to say something right here. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Hold on.
It's like a delay a game against Springdale. So Springdale's going to get the football. Can we take a look at that real quick? We never credited the fumble recovery.
I don't even who ended up getting it.
I think it was Marquise.
Okay.
He was in the hunt for
it.
And we take a look at it here. There's Marquise. Is it Shim, Marquise? Yeah, it's Marquise. He
Marquise
comes up with the
Well, I'll
fumble.
tell you what, he gets around it.
All right, 1st and 10 for Springdale at the 32-yard line. Talked about a big drive for Cabot. This is a huge drive for Springdale. Here's Carson on the option. Trying to get room, pitches it. Albert, 35-yard line, 40.
Wow.
He's going to be run out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Nice play by the Springdale sophomore.
Yeah, good play. You had Easton Hahn out here at receiver, and they had him out here for blocking purposes, and he does a great job. I don't know that there's a position he can't play.
I don't think so. I'd put him at quarterback, running back, wide receiver. I'd
Well,
put
he's
him
played
at center and
receiver.
tackle.
He's played quarterback tonight. He's punt returned. He's
So it'll be 1st and 10, or excuse me, yeah, they moved the sticks up to the 43-yard line. So he got 11 on that one, and really there wasn't much there.
No.
Albert just makes one move,
Yep.
and away he goes. 1st and 10 for Springdale at the 43-yard line. Clock stop, 10:46 to go here, third quarter. Here's Wilder straight ahead. Not much there, but he's going to make maybe 2 out of it up to the 45-yard line. And Springdale's done a nice job with ball security tonight.
Yeah.
They've turned Cabot over twice.
Yep. You know, if you notice too, they've moved Wilder back to the back. They've moved Ransell up to kind of as a blocker right here, and they put Albert kind of as the motion back now. Just a different look right here. Let's see what they go to here.
2nd down, 8, clock running, 10:19 to go here
Now
in
they
the third
put
quarter.
Ransell back there. You can kind of see just the movement they're making here.
2nd down, 8. Carson in the shotgun. He'll hand to Ransell with room, 50-yard line, 45, 40, 35, 30-yard line, first down, Springdale.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. You can see them staying on the blocks just a little bit longer, and now instead of 4-5, he's getting hit. Now it's 14-15.
You know, one of the other things that has started to, over the last couple of weeks is Albert Burge is becoming a threat here. You've got to pay attention to him.
right.
You see Ransell here with a big, strong run. I'm gashing this Cabot defense now at the 30-yard line. Clock running, 9:52 to go here in the third quarter, and
Right.
Springdale really feeling it offensively. Hayter in the shotgun. It's Wilder in motion. Ransell straight ahead,
Wow.
just dragging tacklers
He was
with
hit
him.
at the line of scrimmage. I know you saw that. 93 just kind of got on his back and just rode for about 3 yards.
Joey Bartlett probably had to pay a cab fare on that one. It's going to be 3 yards on the pickup as Ransell dragged him from the 30-yard line down to the 27, and Springdale now playing at their pace.
Yeah, and that's what you want. The clock's moving. We're getting yardage. We're running the way we need to run and just keep doing what you're doing. Carson making good reads. Now we'll go back under center.
Into the flex bone set, Carson Hayter with Ransell Oriano right behind him. That's Burge in motion. Here comes that lead. Carson going to be down close to first down yardage. He's going to come up about 1.5 yards short. It's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, he almost it's kind of weird because he hits it so fast. He almost hits it faster than the blocker can get to that second level.
It's incredibly it's an incredibly simple play.
Yes.
And that's what I think, simply like Gus used to say when we were around here, simple is fast.
Yep.
This is going to be third down. They're calling it 2. We'll call it 1.5. Clock
And you
moving.
may see the same play.
Same play. Keep it in your best player's hands. They'll go back into the flex bone. Burge, Wilder, Larice are the wingbacks. Carson now taking his time. Play clock goes under 10. It's Wilder in motion. Ransell straight ahead. He's got first down yardage to the 20, and Springdale's going to move the sticks.
Boy, I tell you what, did you see Ransell go right underneath that guy? Had him right at the line of scrimmage. Ransell ducks right underneath and gets 3-4 yards, and that guy never knew.
I mentioned it at the top of the show. Ransell had 18 carries last week. That's a high for any player for Springdale this year. And, that's one of those guys that's gotten stronger as the year's gone on. And, tonight we're seeing Ransell just sort of run roughshod through this Cabot defense. And let's see here. I'm learning how to use their app as we're going. He's got 12 carries, 75 yards.
He's got to be up double digits for sure.
12 carries, 75 yards for Ransell. Springdale in the flex bone. It's Wilder in motion. Here comes Carson.
Wow.
Still going down to the 10-yard line, close to first down yardage.
Well, he just kind of slivers through there and he's so fast. If he hits a burst and gets to the open, they're not going to touch him.
He's going to come up about 0.5 yard short. The clock continues to move here. 7:35 to go third quarter. Springdale on the march.
Yeah, I think you're just going to see this all. They're going to stay under center right here. They're going to read it. They may run the
You're
dive.
in AJ's range here at this point, so 3 is a certainty.
Yeah. Let's go
banging
ahead and
away.
let's just keep running the ball like we're doing.
Second down and half a football for the first down. If he gets to the 10-yard line, it's a first down. Springdale going to spread it out here. Ryan Leatu goes to the top of the screen. Easton comes near side. Carson in the shotgun. It's Albert Burge, and they're going to pitch it to him. Albert. First down yardage, put his head down. And, he ain't the biggest guy in the world,
no,
but
he's not.
Put his head down and picks up the first down.
He is a tough kid. I remember when he played for us. He does a good job just making plays.
They're going to put him down at the 8-yard line. That's enough to move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal at the 8.
Clock running is exactly what you want, and just finish the drive. Put it in the end zone, and it's exactly what you want. That's that middle 8.
Yep, absolutely.
And if we can finish it off, this will be huge.
So 1st and goal for Springdale. Dogs taking their time coming up to the line of scrimmage. Carson will go under center. Wilder in motion. Here's Ransell inside the 5, close to the goal line. Lost the football. The ball is loose. Now there's a scrum. And I think Springdale may have come back with it. You'll never guess who came up with the football.
Easton Hahn.
Easton Hahn comes up with the football to save this
that's
drive.
Just
Here's
the
a
name
good look
I came
at
up
it.
with.
I mean, Ransell fighting for extra yards. They're ripping at the football. There it goes.
Wow.
And 2, 3, 4, 5 shots at it.
6, 7. And
no, it wasn't Easton. It wasn't Easton.
Nope.
But Springdale's now got the football at the foot line. They're going to go straight ahead. Did he get in?
Carson's
touchdown, Springdale.
Yep. Good
5
job.
touchdowns tonight for Carson Hayter on the ground. And Springdale's going to add to their lead at 44-17. Better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Every time. Every single time.
5 rushing touchdowns tonight for Carson Hayter. Garrett Vaughn had 5 against Joe T. Robinson in the opener in 2018.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm going to have to go back and look, but I think 6 would put Carson all by himself. A.J. Woods' kick is on the way and good. 5:45 to go here. In the third quarter, our score, Springdale 45. Cabot 17. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Carson Hayter goes in from a half-yard out, and after recovering the fumble at the goal line, Springdale capitalizes, and now with a 28-point lead, 5:45 to go here, third quarter.
Wow,
this is
big.
I don't want to sound like Mortal Kombat or anything, but finish them.
Yep.
AJ's got it teed up. Hart and Aeneas Arnold back deep for Cabot. AJ, this one's going to be short and returnable. It's going to be Hart at the goal line through his hands, and that's going to be a touchdown. or touchback, excuse me. And Springdale gets another break.
Yeah. Well, in our rules in Arkansas, if it crosses that line, it's a touchback. You can't run it back. So they try to stay up there. He had it just high enough to where he couldn't get it.
Carson Hayter tonight, 13 carries, 138 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, and he has a passing touchdown. Had a hand in everything Springdale has done tonight. This, a huge drive for Springdale's defense here.
Yep, sure is.
1st and 10, ball's at the 20. McCrory is the quarterback, Powell alongside. They're going to hand it to Powell straight into the middle of that Springdale defense. He's got room. He's going to get close to first down yardage. 9-yard pickup on first down. He's a load.
He is. He's a big load, and, he's kind of deceptive on his speed as well.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1. As Cabot begins to pick up the pace here. Down by 28. Shem Paul directing traffic there on Springdale's defense. Springdale shows blitz. Here they come. McCrory looked for Powell, couldn't get there. Now he's flushed to his right. Pass complete at the 30.
Well, we almost had him there. I think it was, I'm not sure.
Harmon, the receiver there, brought down just past the 34-yard line. They'll give him the first down at the 34.
Yeah, Yandale was rushing him and just almost tripped him up. But like I said, he's real elusive.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. We go under 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. McCrory going to hand to Powell. Across the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 6 on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing, they're just trying to loosen them up and then come back and they'll do the same thing, try to get him out and throw the ball and keep the pace picked up a lot for them.
So they'll give him 6, put the ball down at the 40-yard line, and now they're going quick. Here's screen to Arnold. 1st down. He's going to get out to the 45-yard line. It'll be enough to move the sticks, and clock will stop momentarily with 4:26 to go. And, yeah, they're going to give him the 1st down just past the 44. No, you put it on the 44, so it's not a 1st down?
No, there
they go. Okay. They were looking at it. So the clock stops 4:15. Cabot
should start it when they
Cabot starts the clock, or starts the moves the sticks again. Clock starts now. 4:10 to go. McCrory again to throw. Down the middle, pass incomplete. Great defense there. Raxon Resham.
Yep, that was a good job right there.
And I don't want to say McCrory's sort of zoning in on Arnold, but a lot of those passes, that one, I mean, he wasn't open. But that's where he's looking right now.
Well, and if you'll see a while ago, somebody picked up the back out of the backfield a while ago, and that's kind of what we were talking about. Yeah. And so, you know, he doesn't have his check down to him now. So
4:06 to go here, 3rd quarter. 2nd down 10. McCrory going to hand to Powell on a little counter. Not much there. Yandel Sanchez.
But I'll tell you what, our big up front lineman right there.
Bien Lolan.
Yep, he did a great job.
You know, that's a guy that last week really flashed well. Bien Lolan, and now is starting. I mean, it's a guy that's going to be back next year.
And for his size to be able, he moves pretty well.
Yeah, you know, Bien, I think, is listed. I'm going to make sure I get this right because he's listed at 6'1", 309.
Well, I'm telling you what, that 309 was moving.
Yeah, it was. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. McCrory alone in the shotgun. Springdale rushes 4. McCrory retreats. Now he's going to load up and fire. Pass caught at the 14-yard line. Aeneas Arnold. Easton got a hand on it. Check it. That's Bentley Harrell with the reception. Easton had a hand on it.
Yeah, he did.
Well played.
I think if he had that to come back, he would have knocked it down. Like he just, you know, that's tough, you know, because that's one guy right there that I promise you, he plays with everything he's got.
46-yard pickup puts the ball at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10, and once again, Cabot gets out of 3rd down jail.
Yep.
There's McCrory rolling right. Retreating back to the 30-yard line. Now he's going to take off and run. With room, 10-yard line, inside the 5, and he's going to be tackled at the 2, run out of bounds, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Cabot. Clock will stop, 3:05 to go here in the quarter, and once again it's the 3rd downs and the 4th downs.
That's right.
Cabot gets out of jail, and now they've got 1st and goal at the 2. Last time they were down here, they fumbled the football.
Yep. Well, yeah, I can promise you Zero's getting the ball right here.
This is going to be 1st and goal at the 2. And you called it. Here comes Powell straight into the middle of the Springdale defensive line, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. So Cabot answers right back.
Looks like they're going for 2 right now. 1.
Here comes the kick team. They're down.
Yeah.
You know, this would make
I thought he put up 2. Maybe I'm getting too old. I can't see.
Dean Heyer in to try the extra point. The holder will be Braden McCraw. Just to cut the lead to 21 with 3:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And, you know, here you may see the onside for sure.
Heyer's kick on the way and good. So our new score with 3:01 to go in the 3rd quarter, Springdale 45. Cabot 24. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit.
My credit score wasn't that good.
But Carmart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Carmart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
45-24 our score. Springdale and send the kick return team on here, but you know we keep talking about you got to watch for the onside. I mean they're going to have to steal a possession at some point.
Looking at these numbers and you look at these players, that's our hands team out there. Is what they got.
There you see the scores from around the 7A.
Yep.
That North Little Rock Bentonville West game, a good one.
Yep.
27-27. Little Rock Christian leading Harbor 37-20, and here 21-point Springdale lead. 3:01 to go. In the 3rd quarter.
Team out there now.
Yeah, I think Springdale's anticipating at some point an onside kick. And Ryan out there, Easton out there, all the guys used to handling the football, and here it comes. They're going to let it hit. Springdale's going to come away with it at the 43. Not the best onside kick.
Ryan missed it.
Yeah, he did.
But actually, who was it? I think it was DJ Manuel. Orion actually touched it first, and DJ helped him out a little bit. Yeah.
I'm watching the special teams coach patting Higher on the head. They're trying to steal a possession. They're not sure that they can stop Springdale consistently.
Right.
Enough to get
Yeah,
this.
and I don't think it mattered where the ball was. They're trying to steal, like you said, steal a possession.
Unusual for Orion to miss one of those. He's so good at that.
Yep.
I mean, every time we've had an onside kick kicked his way,
he's got it.
He's come away with it.
Yes, he has.
So Springdale bring the offense out here. 2:59 to go, third quarter. Springdale in control here, trying to move on to the second round of the playoffs. 1st and 10, ball at the 44. Here's Carson, and he's going to be dragged down at the 43-yard line.
Right there, it's
Asher
almost
Laws with the stop.
Yeah, should have had a little quick pitch. Looks like Carson probably thought he could get back inside, and the guy fell back inside and made a play on Carson. So, puts us behind the sticks right here. This is a big play right here.
And this is one of those things. We saw this in the first half where, they're trading blows, and then Cabot kind of stole the momentum a little bit. Got it down to 14, but Springdale was able to pull away.
That's right.
This is going to be second down. They lost 3 on that back to the 40, so it's 2nd and 13. Hader in the shotgun. He'll hand it to Rancel Oriana across the 40. Not much more after that. Not even going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11. And this is a big play in this ball game right now. Springdale on the night on 3rd downs, 1 out of 5. And this is going to be 3rd down and 11. This feels like one of those things where you sneak Easton right down the seam.
Yep, or a crossing route, that's because he's going to block and get out in the flats, I can promise you.
3rd down, 11, 3 wide receivers set. Easton's the up back. The deep back, it's Rancel Oriana. And we've got whistles and a timeout. 1:37 to go, third quarter. Springdale by 21. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Big 3rd down coming up for Springdale.
Yep.
1:37 to go here in the third quarter. A lot of options here for Coach Hahn. So they'll send the offense back out. Orion Leatu will come near side. The guy you got to keep an eye on now is Albert Burge. He's spread out to the top of the screen at the 40. He's become quite the threat in the passing game.
Yeah, and he can take that guy, clear it out. Easton Hahn get right out underneath for there.
Cabot showing blitz. Here's Carson on the fake. He overshoots. Willard Reese is going to bring up 4th down. So Cabot's going to get the football back, and they've got it rolling here offensively. Outside of the one turnover, they've gone up and down the field. Dropping back deep is Aiden Tatum.
That goes back to a misread right off the bat on 1st down, and 1st downs are huge right now. You got a minute 32 left. Offensively, we got to I think 1st downs are key, getting positive yards on that.
So AJ in punt formation.
And the last time on punt, they went right through the middle. AJ had to kind of avoid one and get the kickoff.
I think Cabot's, they're coming again. Springdale's going to have to be sound. Snaps high. AJ gets the kick away. Tatum calls for the fair catch. He'll catch it at the 21, and
that's good.
Ball will be placed there, and Cabot's going to get the football here with 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Springdale by 21, and we're back into that thing here where if they get the stop. How many stops can you get here in the second half?
Right. We've got it. We need to stop right here. We need to get to the fourth quarter, and we need our offense back on the field.
So Springdale send the defense back out. Maddox McCrory brings the offense out for Cabot. Cooper Powell, the running back. And this is going to be 1st and 10 at the 21. McCrory, low snap, fires right side. Pass complete.
Well, he's done that
Well, they're
several
going to say
times.
incomplete. So they're going to bring up 2nd down and 10. That's, smart play there by the receiver. You catch it and fall forward if it's low, but they're going to call that one incomplete.
Yeah. Stops the clock, goes back to 2nd and 10 because they possibly would have lost some yardage right there. But, he's thrown several.
He's just got it's a funky release. And,
Right.
I mean, it's he's been effective, obviously.
Yeah, he can definitely put a spin on the ball. You can see the tight end, a little miscommunication here on formation.
2nd down, 10. McCrory, he'll throw again. McCrory fires pass complete. That's Aeneas Arnold up to the 27. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Well, he's got a quick release because, you're looking at it, he looked covered, but he put it right there where he needed to put it, and now it's 3rd and short.
The ball placed at the 27-yard line. McCrory tries to get Springdale to jump off, and he does. BN Lowland's going to jump off sides, and that's going to give.
You knew it was coming.
At some point.
And that's one of those things where you get the defense, you're thinking, they sit back, they're coming, we're coming, and we just gave them a free 5 yards.
Yeah.
And
on a 3rd down.
Yeah, that's, it comes down to discipline right there, and he knows that.
Ball placed at the 32.5. Clock stopped, 58 seconds to go. This is going to be 1st and 10 for Cabot. McCrory hands to Powell. Powell coming near side. And he is going to be wrapped up there
Great
at the
job.
34. Maybe a yard and a half. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job by the corner and the safety coming downfield right there and making the play.
So they'll place the ball at the 34. Clock running, 40 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter. Springdale going to show 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker. McCrory to throw. Loads up, fires deep, looking for Arnold. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Jacoby Mason. It's
Yep.
going to bring up 3rd down and long again.
Yep, and they've gone to him several times on long like that and kind of tested Jacoby. And right there, Jacoby did a good job. Stayed with him.
Here comes Jay Glenn, Gavin Jones, the pass rushing unit. I'd love to, and I'll have to go back at some point and do this and see what the average 3rd down distance is, because Springdale's had them in 3rd and long a bunch tonight. So Springdale showing blitz. This 3rd down and 9. McCrory to throw. They back out. They'll rush for this. Looking for Arnold. Jed Wallace there. Pass incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yep.
Great play there by Jed Wallace to break that one up on Aeneas Arnold. And now Springdale got him at a 4th down and 9.
Yeah, I think you got. I don't know if he's going to punt. I think you got to. He may call a timeout here and take it, but looks like he's going to go for it.
And clock stopped, 20 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter. This is really the ball game's in the balance here if you don't make this.
Yeah.
Springdale gets off the field here. It could be lights out for Cabot. This is 4th down and 9. McCrory in the shotgun. He'll fire. McCrory with time. Pass. Caught near side, 1st down, Cabot. Yep, nice catch there on the far side. It's Cannon Moore with the reception, and they convert yet another 4th down.
4th and long.
Yeah. They'll move the ball out to the 46. Clock stops, 14 seconds to go. Once again, Cabot gets out of jail.
Yep.
This is McCrory again. He's got a couple of guys to choose from. Now he just floats to his right. Now he loads up, fires, looking for Arnold. Or check that, Powell, incomplete. Yeah, they ran that wheel route. Springdale cut it off, and he just kept going down the field.
Well, and see, he was able to get out and the back just kept running. And of course, he's got a linebacker, Yandale, having to cover him, and that's definitely a mismatch.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 10. 4 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I think that's what, Powell had to, down there at the end zone, had to run here. So
55 yards back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
All right, so 2nd down, 10. This will be the last play of the quarter, and they're going to hand it to Powell. And he's going to get out close to midfield, and that is going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th. Springdale leads by 21. Coach and I'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back to Cabot as we start the fourth quarter. Springdale leads 45-21.
Another third down.
Yeah, another third down upcoming. We were kind of watching Cooper Powell come off the field cramp.
Yeah.
He ran the 55 yards, had to run back 55 yards, and then got the ball. But he's out on the field here on this third down. And we keep saying this over and over and over again, but Springdale's got the game kind of in its grasp here. They get the football back with a 21-point lead, they could put this thing away.
Yeah.
This is going to be third down. Ball's at the 50-yard line. The line to make will be the 44 of Springdale. This Cabot team just keeps coming back.
Yeah, they won't stay away, and these are teams you can't let hang around.
So the first play of the fourth quarter, McCrory to throw. Under pressure, fires down the middle, pass high and incomplete. And we've got yet another fourth down. Pressure from Gavin Jones there, big 6'5" sophomore. Boy, they like him a lot.
Yeah.
They don't hand out 93 around here to just anybody.
No, and he's got a lot of variables that are very promising for the future.
Yeah, he's a guy that when he walks off the bus, you're just like, okay, that's
you want
a football
him to
player.
be the first one off the bus.
Sophomore, 6'5", 240. And now Springdale facing a fourth down again. Springdale shows blitz. They back out of it. They'll rush three. McCrory retreats. Now chased by Junior. Play still going on. McCrory, he's going to fire pass. Incomplete. Springdale's going to get the football.
Well, Paul put pressure on the quarterback, and I'm not sure who was on the coverage over on the far side. Did a good job just making sure, put a hand in the face.
I'm glad you said that because DJ's mama makes him wear the green cleats. DJ Manuel.
There you go.
So Springdale gets the football back. 11:45 to go. They've got it at midfield. This could be, what we call around my hometown the put away.
Yep, this could be.
Cabot's going to have to stand tall here, and they've done it here. They did it on the last drive, forced a Springdale punt, but now Springdale's Carson Hayter going to bring the offense out. 5 rushing touchdowns for Carson tonight. I'd love to see a 6th. The deep back is Rancel Oriana. This is 1st and 10 from midfield.
First down's huge.
He'll pitch it. Wilder, 45-yard line, still going on his feet. 30-yard line. Wilder Larice down the sidelines. Wilder's going to score. Touchdown, Springdale. Wilder Larice from 50 yards.
Just you can just see the body language just kind of change.
Watch this run here by Wilder.
Sidestep right there.
I mean, just unbelievable strength from Wilder Larice. There he goes, down the sidelines. Touchdown, Dogs. And Springdale's put up 51 points in a playoff game.
And here's the thing. You don't realize how fast he is. He's so big,
Yeah.
You think, I've got an angle on him. And he just proved right there angles don't match up.
A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. Push this thing back to a 28-point lead. A.J. gets into it, kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score, 11:35 to go in the ball game. Springdale 52, Cabot 24. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Wilder Larice goes for 50 yards, and this is Wilder in a nutshell.
Yes.
Just running through traffic, running through tackles, heads for the end zone. The Dogs right now with a 28-point lead, 11:35 to go in the ball. Long way to go.
Yeah.
And the way Cabot can move the football, you kind of hold your breath here.
Yeah,
but
you do.
if you're Springdale, like one more stop here and get the football back,
You can get that clock running.
Absolutely. AJ's got it teed up. Hart and Arnold are back deep for Cabot. AJ gets into it. This one is going to be returned. It's Hart at the 4. Jalen Hart trying to get to the outside.
Good job by Aaron Casadas right there. Staying where he's supposed to in his lane.
Aaron bring him down at the 27-yard line. So big drive here, and we keep saying this over and over and over again, but a big drive here for Springdale's defense.
Yep.
This could be your put away.
Yeah. You see the body language on both sides of the field, but, Springdale's out. They're
playing
ready.
With a lot of energy
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
playing with a lot of energy right now. main thing is just keep the ball in front of you. Put them in the huddle.
Make them drive it.
That's right.
The key to the whole thing here is just make them drive it. 1st and 10 upcoming. McCrory's going to go back in the shotgun. He has put the ball up a bunch tonight. Maddox McCrory, 24 for 41, 316 yards. They're going to need every bit of that right now. McCrory fires, pass complete, far side. It's Arnold, still on his feet, still going. He's going to get first down yardage out close to the 40.
I think we had a friendly fire on defense right there, and we went down for a little bit, but I think we're okay.
And it was Jacoby.
And
Easton got him.
Yeah,
Easton got him.
Yeah, it was friendly fire right there, and it was.
Wilder tonight, 5 carries, 83 yards.
Wow.
As the one touchdown that you just saw. And now with 11-10 to go in the ballgame, Springdale by 28. This is 1st and 10. Ball's at the 40-yard line. McCrory going to throw again. McCrory loads up. He's got a man wide open. Can't find Harrell at the 20-yard line. And deep post route, he was open.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of long balls tonight. And I just think it's one of those things. He's been hit. He's been rushed. He's just kind of pressing a little bit. You're talking about Wilder. He was close to how much last week to 1,000?
I'm glad you asked that question because Wilder.
I think 240 last week starting out.
Wilder was at 851 to start the night.
Okay. He's got 83 tonight, so.
My math isn't what it used to be, but he's about 70 yards away.
Yep.
McCrory to fire. Coming near side, Powell on that screen they've been running all night. He'll get across the 45 near midfield. It's going to be close to a first down. We'll see whether they put it down. Clock will stop with 10:51 to go. Looks like they're going to give him the yardage. And it'll be first down, Cabot at midfield.
Again, put them in the huddle. We'd like them to not get out of bounds and keep the clock moving, but as long as you're putting them in the huddle, they're not putting points on the board.
Another thing we need to keep an eye on, Carson, now over 900 yards rushing. McCrory to throw, now under pressure. Floats to his left. Still being chased by Yandel. Now he's going to come back to his right.
Oh, blindside block right there, yep.
Yeah, they're going to get the flag there. McCrory now just running it out, and he's going to run out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage. But you're right, that's going to be a flag against Cabot's going to back him up.
Got to put him inside the 20 there.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, and that's, he didn't have to do it. Nope. That's one of those linemen, they get excited about that, but
that's some frustration, too, and that's just one of those things you just have to get in his way. I mean, you don't have to hit him. You just try to get in his way.
Just kind of run, pick your hands up, and the quarterback's going to get around that guy.
Yeah. So
something you didn't need.
Now, this is going to wind up being a huge penalty.
Yeah.
Now, that's a spot plus 15, correct?
What's that?
Is that spot plus 15?
Yes. Well, I think they come, if it's in, because it's personal foul, it will. They actually come from the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so they go from the line of scrimmage.
The new rule, they started at the line of scrimmage and go back 15. Same thing on holding. If it's behind the line, they bring it to the line of scrimmage and then mark it off.
Okay, so it's a 15-yard penalty. It'll back them up to the 35. It'll set up first down and 25. Bien Lowland was the Springdale Bulldog that got hit. He walked off under his own power.
Oh, yeah.
Bien's a tough young man. I want you to think about the defensive line we got coming back next year.
Yes.
With Gavin and Halsey and Junior.
Jones.
Yeah, I mean, all of them. That pass, complete.
Incomplete.
Okay, good defense there by Springdale. Again, low pass.
Yeah.
I mean, just really low, and it has a lot to do with not setting your feet and the mechanics. I mean, McCrory can spin it.
Just kind of, he does. I was watching him in warm-ups, and I was out there because I spoke to Coach Reed. I know him, he's got a great spin on that ball.
He throws it like a shortstop.
Yeah.
I mean, quite honestly, I don't know if he's a baseball player or not, but that's what that delivery looks like, and it's been very effective tonight. McCrory to throw with time, fires, pass, incomplete at the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and 25, and now
receiver went inside, he threw outside.
2 down territory here for Cabot. This could be their last gasp if they do not convert on this. 10:08 to go in the ball game. Springdale with a 28-point lead. This is going to be third down and 25. The line to make is the 40 of Springdale.
And you can see the secondary back up,
This is just don't let anybody behind you type stuff. McCrory's in the shotgun. Springdale will rush 4. Gavin Jones caused that. And I don't know if we have that, but the move that Gavin Jones, the swim move that he put on the tackle from Cabot was impressive. He was the guy that was in there, causing McCrory to throw that one a little bit short. 4th down upcoming, and it looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah.
We'll see.
4th and 25, I think, Coach Reed kind of didn't want to give us the ball right here. If we're going to put it in, he's going to make us go the distance here.
Easton Hahn back deep for Springdale. He's got his feet on the 30-yard line. Cannon Moore into punt. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. Easton going to call for the fair catch, and he'll catch it at the 27, and Springdale's going to get the football here with 10:05 to go in the ball game. And
just be smart,
Time's more important. Time's your friend here.
Yeah,
as much time as you can take off the clock, I think we're going to be okay. So Carson Hayter's going to bring the offense out. The Springdale team, 4-6 on the year, 3-4 in league play. Looking to notch a playoff win here with 10:05 to go. Carson Hayter in this offense with an opportunity here to get the clock running. Wilder Larice is the deep back. Ransell's the up back. Hayter in the shotgun. Springdale moves. Easton Hahn jumps offside, so that's going to cost him 5.
Don't see that much.
No, you don't see Easton making mistakes like that very often. He's excited to go hit somebody.
Coach Hahn may have him doing some up downs at home tonight.
I'll tell you what, the way that he took off looked like a throw. They may go for the jugular here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a down block.
1st and 15 for Springdale. Here's Carson. He'll get the 5 back, or close to the 5. He'll get across the 25-yard line, and really, the clock right now is Springdale's friend.
Yeah, you just want the clock running right here, and just be smart. If you have to punt it away, you punt it away and flip the field, and just.
And give credit to the offensive line tonight. Kyler Ingham, Angel Cruz, Jay Edmond, Hayden Hull, Sebastian Torres, Judah Amram,
That's
all those guys.
Group.
Those guys are all sophomores except for Angel. Jordan Lopez was in there for a while, and they have done a heck of a job tonight. 2nd down and 12 upcoming for Springdale. Here's Carson on the option. Trying to get it to Wilder. Wilder splits 2 defenders, 30-yard line, still fighting, and he is going to get up to the 34-yard line. It's going to make it a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, when you first saw the pitch, you think, well, there's 2 guys right there, and there he goes right between 2.
He split both of them. And now, clock running. We go under 9 minutes to go. This is going to be 3rd down. The line to make is the 37, so we'll call it 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to take it under 5 for sure.
I don't.
They may get under center again and run the quarterback lead like they did before.
They're going to put him in the shotgun. The deep back is Rancel Oriana. Here's Carson. The pitch on the outside, Wilder with room. 40-yard line, 45. Into Panther territory, 1st down Springdale.
Good job staying in bounds there by Wilder. Smart play. Good job.
Clock will stop with 8:27 to go, and that's a huge play for Springdale.
And that's another probably 15, 20, 25 more yards for Wilder. Probably puts him down to about 40 yards now. So
Little Reese chasing 1,000 yards. Last player to rush for 1,000 at Springdale was Landon in 2021. So the clock now moving again at 8:15 to go. It is Springdale's friend right now. This is 1st down and 10. Carson in the shotgun. Hands to Wilder on the outside zone. Wilder's going to get a couple out of that and really made something out of nothing.
Yeah, he did. He got a couple of positive yards that started out shouldn't have been anything. That was just kind of an option, but it was a stretch out of the option look there. It's kind of something they've gone to just to get the ball to him.
Wilder now 8 carries, 115 yards, and I'll add that to the official stats here in a second, which would put him at 966.
34.
Carson's got 136.
And we're about 36 from 36, 37 out. So.
Carson's not at 910. This is going to be 2nd down. Clock stops, 7:54 to go in the ball game. Springdale by 28. Hader in the shotgun. Here he comes on the option. He takes off. 35-yard line down to the 34. It's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. Brings up third down and manageable.
Yep.
3rd and 1.
You know, and this is what you want to see. You want to see the clock running. You want to see the ball in athletes' hands, and good things are going to happen. Great job right there.
3rd and a yard and a half upcoming. The Springdale offense tonight has been lethal in the running game. They have moved. They were concerned, I think, going into this ball game about the size and the scheme that they would run, but Springdale has run right through it. 416 yards of total offense for Springdale tonight. Here comes the quarterback lead. Carson with room. What a move. 30-yard line outside. Carson going to fall down.
Good job.
Well
Keeping
done.
the clock running.
Got the first down.
There's that football IQ right there. Great job by Carson. Great little sidestep right there to get away from that corner.
Springdale's got 363 on the ground tonight.
Great
Carson
job.
has accounted for 154 of that and five rushing touchdowns.
Yep. Well, he may set the record here in just a minute.
You're setting records around here. That is saying something. We've been doing this a while. So the clock is moving here. 15 on the play clock. 6:45 to go in the ball game. A touchdown here. The clock will start moving. We're into the sportsmanship, and Springdale's headed to Bentonville. This is going to be 1st and 10. Carson loses control of the snap, and he's going to fall on it back at the 31, and that's one of those plays.
Yep.
That you just you put a little check there.
Yep. Just be smart. Carson, I think originally he was trying to just fall on it too, and he just, again, that ball can move around.
The other thing you got to keep in mind here with, as the clock continues to wind down, you're in AJ's range. Threes, you got a better than average shot here at getting 3. If you get that thing inside the 20, AJ's pretty good from in there.
Yeah.
AJ on the year, by the way, field goal wise, 9 for 13.
Yeah.
Got a 50.
And
he's
got
got
a 50. He showed tonight from 33.
two 47s, a 50, and a 56. It's not
bad for a high school kid.
Not bad. Wilder's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose maybe 2 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd down and real long.
Yep.
And now they're sending everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
This just feels like you might be able to sneak one to Orion.
Yeah, and I don't. As a coach, you kind of think about those kind of things. At the same time, you're trying to get out of this game with a win.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's something we need, then let's get it. And we'll see right here. You'll probably see a play action right here probably.
Springdale taking their time in the huddle. 15 on the play clock.
And you may see them take it to 1 and call timeout.
Well, looks like they're going to call the play and go. 10 on the play clock. Here they come out of the huddle. Springdale's going to have to hurry. Play clock's at 5. They get the play off. They're going to pitch it to Wilder. And Wilder's going to get bumped out of bounds short of the original line of scrimmage. They'll stop the clock with 4:56
I think
to
what
go.
you said, they just moved it up so they could let A.J. kick it. I think that's what they did.
Yeah, they're going to send A.J. out. And ball will be placed at the 28.
Okay.
So this will be 46.
40.
It looks like they're going to put it down at the 40. The 34, so call it 44, well within AJ's range. Again, AJ.
Just a chip shot for him.
Absolutely. AJ 9 out of 13 on the year. Snaps good. Kicks on the way. AJ Woods is good. And Springdale stretches their lead to 31. 4:52 to go in the ballgame. Springdale by 31. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
4:52 to go in the ballgame. Springdale by 31, 55-24 the score. You see the scores from the 7A rolling past. Bentonville West trailing North Little Rock 33-27 in the fourth quarter. Fayetteville rolling over Pulaski Academy. Christian up on Harbor, but here in Cabot, Springdale up by 31. AJ gets into this one. It's going to be Hart at the 2. This is Jalen Hart. He's across the 30 with room. Jalen Hart tackled by A.J. Woods at the 45-yard line. Not the prettiest of tackles, but you know what? You get him on the ground.
That's why he's back there. He's the safety for that reason. Bring him down. Don't let him score.
I know A.J. fancies himself a baseball player. That young man's a football player.
Yeah.
He is he is a football player. 45-yard line is where Cabot will take over. 4:41 to go in the ball game. Springdale with that 31-point lead, and they jumped on Cabot early.
Yeah, they did.
And really haven't let up since.
No, they hadn't. A couple of misreads, here and there on the offensive side, but for the most part, done a really good job.
Change at running back for Cabot. Kylan Morse has checked in, number 25. He's alongside Maddox McCrory. They're going to hand it to Morse. Nope, it's going to be McCrory.
Different quarterback.
It is, yeah. It looks like.
I think they've gone to a number 2 set here, letting the kids get in. I think that's what he's done.
It's Keegan Levitt that's checked in at the quarterback spot. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 155, and I think you're right. And I think Springdale just recognized that.
Yeah, they just noticed that as well, and I think they've both trying to get those kids. And Coach Reed's going to probably make sure he gets those seniors in, gets them a chance to get in the playoff game, and that's what you try to do as a coaching staff, get as many of your players in and get reps.
So Levitt, the quarterback, is going to hand it to Morse. Morse get out close to midfield. Clock now running here. 4:30 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, we're getting players in as well.
A lot of young guys. Violantis is checking in.
Boy, that's a nice thing too, isn't it?
It is. It's been a long time, folks, since Springdale's won a playoff game. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. This one's going to feel really good when they get Gavin Jones.
That's Jones, yeah. Boy, he's excited, and you want to see those sophomores, and those are those things right there that moving to the next level, you got to eliminate those things because teams like Bentonville, they're capitalizing on that.
So they'll move the sticks. It's going to be first down, the 45-yard line. 4:08 to go in the ball game. Springdale's got this one bottled up. That was Ian Branham with the carry there. Going to lose about a yard on that play. And starting to see those young faces, the future of this Springdale program, which is very bright right now.
Yeah, it is. Got a lot of young guys out there getting reps, and these are reps in a playoff game these guys hadn't had in a while, and that's great.
Clock running, 3:41 to go.
You talk about the playoffs and how important those are extra practices, those are extra games that these young kids are getting an opportunity, and each year you do that, they're getting another half season in.
Levitt's pass incomplete. It's going to bring up third down, and with 3:26 to go here, Springdale with a 31-point lead. I think we can talk about it.
Yeah.
The last time Springdale won a playoff game was against West Memphis in 2005.
Wow.
The last time Springdale won a playoff game, Gus Malzahn was the head coach.
That's the year they won the state.
Yes, sir. This one is going to feel really good.
Yep.
On that bus ride back.
You bet you it is. And I'm driving one of those buses.
I guess I'm going to have to be careful.
I'm driving one of those buses.
I'm going to be reliving everything from tonight in my head as I drive back to Northwest Arkansas. This has been amazing, watching this team play and mature right in front of our eyes.
And I like these young kids getting in and getting reps. Like I said, it gives them a chance to get some positive reps out of it.
Levitt's pass complete. It's the tight end Grady Smith, senior, his first catch of the night. Clock stops, 2:51 to go. Springdale going deep into the bench now.
Yep. They're getting a lot of those young kids in. It's good to see that. I think that was Valdez on the tackle there.
Levitt will hand to Morse right in the middle of that Springdale defense. He's going to get down close to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up second down. And
yeah, you had a host of Bulldogs on that tackle right there. That was good. And that's what you want to see. You want to see those guys swarming the ball, running to the ball. You just want to see great effort.
Yeah. And Coach Hobbs now subbing guys in and out.
Yeah.
2 plays in, send somebody else in just to get a taste
getting
of this.
Reps.
Yeah.
You betcha. I mean, these are reps that some of these kids have never had.
Absolutely. That's Morse on the carry. He'll get down inside the 5, but you're also a part of history.
Yeah.
This is the first time since the school split that Springdale's going to win a playoff game.
You know, that's in itself is good. Great job for Coach Hobb and the culture that he's building, and you know, it's fun to be a part of.
It is.
It really is, and Coach Hobbs and his staff, they do a great job. I can't say enough about how much they've helped us at the junior high, you know, and it's fun to see it at this level now.
So it's 1st and goal at the 4, boy, and Cabot going deep into their bench as well. This is Morse again, and Springdale's got him wrapped up.
Yeah, that was a good job by Jones, kind of got through. And of course, he's a guy that's still kind of out there, but he's a sophomore too.
Yeah.
So you want him getting reps, even though he gets some reps with those varsity players. He still needs those reps.
So 2nd and goal. We're under 90 seconds to go before Springdale can celebrate their first playoff victory in 20 years. This is Morse again, and he's going to be dragged down at the 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and the clock continues to run.
Yep. You know, and it's good for those kids, too, because he's got players, Coach Reed on his sideline, that, you know, this may be an opportunity for some of them to get reps and maybe even score a touchdown.
Absolutely. A playoff touchdown, something you can always remember. This is 3rd and goal, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. That was Kylan Morse with the touchdown, and Cabot is going to hit the 30-point mark. Dean Heyer's going to come on to try and make it 31, and with 55 seconds to go, that's a good drive there by the 2s from Cabot.
But that, you know, that's what you want. You want all your kids getting in. You want reps, and they need Friday night reps.
Absolutely.
You know, those are reps you don't replicate. These kids don't get an opportunity to do that on either side of the ball, so it's really good to see.
Heyer on to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score. With 55 seconds to go in the ballgame, Springdale 55. Cabot 31. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. .55 seconds to go in the ball game. Springdale's going to send out the kick team.
Yeah, I think you're going to see some. You got Samaje Edwards and Reason Jetno back there at the back. Those are 2 kids that played for me this year. So and then the veteran back there, Aaron Casadas in the middle.
Absolutely. 24-point lead for Springdale. I can't imagine that they're going to try an onside kick here.
No, I think Coach Reed's going to kick this, and I think that's what you're going to see. And nope, they're going.
Pooch it. Ball's going to hit at the 25. Samaje's got the ball. This is a guy you like a ton, and he's got room. Samaje out to the 49-yard line, and that should be 2 snaps, and Springdale's going to get out of here.
Good job there. Good run by Samaje. And he's a kid that, you know, you get in open space, he can run. Not bad for a freshman. Here, I think this will be the best play in high school football right here.
Absolutely. Springdale drops down into the victory formation.
Of course, it's going to take a yard off Carson's stats.
I think he'll be all right with it.
Yeah, I think so.
Carson takes the knee. Springdale's going to have to do it one more time.
Yeah, he may wait till go under 40. I don't know. And he looks like he is. The official does. Now he'll start it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's gonna be it right there.
Springdale going to take one more knee.
Oh, he's gonna do it anyway. I didn't think he had to.
And there he goes, and that is going to do it.
Wow, good job.
Our final score from Cabot: Springdale wins their first playoff game in 20 years. Final: Springdale 55, Cabot 31. Coach and I'll be back to wrap it up. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Final score tonight, Springdale 55. Cabot 31, and for the first time in 20 years, Springdale will be moving to the second round of the state playoffs in a victory that's, quite honestly, as dominant as we've seen.
Yeah, it really was from start to finish. I mean, I don't think, they had some plays and you knew they were going to, but I think what you saw is a team that wanted to get to that second level. They had a lot of really good preparation, and from the very start, it was like boom, 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 and we're up, and they just never let up. You can see Coach Hobbs in the middle there.
We're sitting here watching the highlights from the first half of this ball game. Springdale right now at midfield celebrating this victory, and I was talking to the coaches at halftime, and this is a very motivated team based on some things that happened at the end of last year's game. Springdale's going to get the win. They're going to move on to the second round. They're going to play Bentonville tomorrow, next Friday night in Benton County, and man, this is good for these kids, man. This is they have worked their rear ends off for this, and we're seeing the highlights here. There's Easton's interception, and it's been a long time coming. Yep. And I'm so happy for these kids and for Coach Hobbs, who has sort of reset the culture, brought back that old Springdale mentality.
Yep.
And this was a play right here at the end of the first half. I mean, pulling out all the stops, finds Albert Burge, which gives them the 21-point lead going into halftime, and then first drive of the second half, Marquise Colvin, who is just finding the football lately. They go and they get the turnover, and it's just just an incredible afternoon of football for Springdale fans and Springdale people, and they are certainly going to celebrate this one all the way back to Northwest Arkansas.
It looks like they want to take a picture in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah,
so
they're going to shut it off before they get a chance to do
will.
that. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's again, rematches are hard, and Springdale gets the rematch. Yeah, they shut it off before Springdale got to take the photo, but that's fine. I think this is going to be one of those nights. You see Samaje here with the return at the end, and Springdale wins the football game 55-31, and I think they're going to look, you're going to take a swing at one of the best teams in the state of Arkansas.
You better get ready. That's right.
A team that pretty handled them a couple of weeks ago, but this looks like a different bunch.
Well, the motivation's different.
Yeah.
And this is a team that tonight, this is exactly what this young team needed.
Mm-hmm.
They come in as a 5 seed. They come to Cabot's place and basically, like you said, dominate the whole game.
Yeah, they dominated start to finish. They're going to they're across the way here, singing the alma mater with the band and the students and their parents and fans that came down here to see them. And you know what? You're going to head up to Benton County next week, take a swing.
Yep.
Our final score again tonight, Springdale 55, Cabot 31. Springdale moving on to the second round for the first time since Gus Malzahn was the head coach here, and an old dog's going to lead them into the second round. How about that?
I love it.
I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you next Friday night from Bentonville. 5-seed Springdale upsets the 4th seed Cabot 55-31 for our entire SAF crew. We wish you a good evening, and we will talk to you next week from Bentonville.